Oh, and I still need to fix it. Okay, so we are live according to YouTube. Welcome, guys. This is the RC Drift Talk Show. We have this every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We've got some new guys. Well, I mean, Jake's not new. DJ's not new. But we got Jeffrey and Garrett here from High Voltage Garage. So that's out of Kansas, right?
Wichita, Kansas. Yep.
Okay, so we'll get more into that a little bit, but we're gonna do the whole rigmarole of the normal thing that we do. So we'll go through calendar stuff. I'm just trying to fix a frame here because it's weird. Maybe it's not weird. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna pop up calendar events here. Not too many right now because we've already passed the majority of them that we were talking about. But next event that's coming for us in the Northwest is the Model Hobby and Expo. Oh, I never say it right. Northwest Model and Hobby Expo.
Yep.
April 11th to the 13th. Jake, do you have your room booked?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
DJ, do you have your room booked?
Yeah, I've got my room booked.
I do.
Where's that at?
In Monroe, Washington. It's like really close to Canada. Maybe an hour.
It's really close to Canada.
Todd, dude, I can't not wait to see you.
Oh, Todd's there. Todd's in chat.
Already booked. Todd's already booked, dude.
Sick.
Heck yeah.
Well, wait. Does that mean in his trailer, like in his camper, or like
he
actual
said already
hotel?
booked, so I'm assuming he got a room at the Fairground Inn where he likes to stay, which is where I'll be staying this year as well.
The Fairground Inn. So not the
Yeah.
Best Western.
No,
What is this one that you're talking about?
Fairground?
Yeah, is this the one where like the trains come by?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Yeah, right next to Denny's. Oh well.
the trains. I've heard
Yeah.
bad things.
Todd, though, question for Todd, real quick: is Chuck going to come? When you hear it, let me know.
Like old school Chuck or a different Chuck?
Yeah. No, Chuck, dude. There's only one Chuck.
I mean, there's Tech One Chuck.
No.
Okay. You mean hard-bodied plastic
Yeah.
FXX Chuck?
I heard it may be on Chuck. Okay. Well, hey, we need to push him. We need to peer pressure him.
I mean, he's been traveling lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been all over the place. That's sunny.
Yeah.
Our Chuck has been traveling too.
All right. I still have yet to book my hotel.
Ugh. Get on it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, hotels aren't cheap anymore.
No.
It's so lame. Okay, after that, April 26th is round one of Drift PDX SDC. So if you're not registered, go register because it's important. DJ, you registered?
Yes.
Jake, you registered?
No.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Hey, have you guys heard of people having problems with the registry? Like you're not getting the email or whatever. We've heard a lot of that in like the Midwest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, did you guys get Steve's email today?
I didn't check it, but we potentially did. It seemed to be like all of our drivers for some reason did, but like other places around us have been having real big issues with it.
Gotcha.
I got mine when I registered like immediately. So I was always kind of confused when people were like,
What's going on?
my name's not there. My name's not there. So
Yeah. It takes them a while to update it. Like people register and then it'll be like 2 to 3 weeks before they update the actual sheet or the site. So, but are either one of you in control of like, I don't know,
Spreadsheets.
spreadsheets, talking to Steve, getting everything set up?
no, that's Rick and the owner. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then he probably just got an email from Steve today. Then kind of just an update email about what's going on, why stuff's taking so long. So
Right.
if he did, he should have gotten it. Hopefully he did because there's a lot of info on there.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Seems like they've been having a pretty big mess up there. Right?
Oh man, yeah, more than you can even think of right now. It's crazy.
Right.
But yeah, they'll definitely make sure you can get it all squared away. So even if people aren't like, I don't know, registered for round one, like I feel like you can stick with it.
You know what I mean? Just go register. Just wait.
Yeah.
If you register, you go. So
Yeah,
just go
yeah,
register.
yeah. You're fine.
And it's free.
Yeah,
Just do it.
exactly. Yeah. How many registered drivers do you guys have?
We had 23, I think.
23, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's pretty cool to hear it because we had some friends go to Dark last weekend, and they only had like 16. And when they were talking to those dudes, they were like pretty shocked that we had that many, and they're like, "For real? Like, what's going on?" And I don't know, man. It's the scene's kind of been growing really well out here, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
That's good. That's important.
I think we're gonna have like 26 as of right now.
Right on.
So yeah, I'm just looking at the sheet.
I still need to figure out what the best camera angles are for streaming.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, check this out. Oh, I didn't set it up on this one. Well, I was set up for 5 people. So, and now we're using 4. Here, hold on. It's too cool not to show because I'm super stoked that we now have this piece of equipment in our ability.
What's up, Hector?
Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Check this out. So it looks, it's normal, right? But look, we've got a slider that can change to different cameras and crap.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can do my own picture-in-picture, like in the top corner and all that stuff. So this will be fun.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
It'll lighten the computer load for the stream computer. Oh,
Cool.
Hoagland's coming to compete at PDX? How many Washington guys do we have?
Quite a bit. I know Guy said he was gonna do ours as well. I'm not sure who else though. Look at Mile High, dude. What a
Mile
good
High.
guy. What a good guy.
Let's go.
Yeah, so Mile High is literally the only, like, well, there's a few other people in there, but thank you because you are like the #1 contributor. So thanks, Mark. Antonio, get an Elgato Stream Deck and use the widgets in OBS to switch scenes. I've run into the issue where too many camera inputs causes me grief. Like, our streaming computer is not super duper. So we gotta limit things, especially with all the animations and crap that I'm putting on there.
Oh, for the thing. Yep.
Yeah. Mile High.
Okay.
Almost.
Oh.
Well, it's because they take the taxes out like
So,
before
yeah.
anything else. So it's kind of weird. Yeah, Austin's right. I'm at what 927 subscribers right now. So
dang.
Heck yeah.
if
Let's
you
go.
can, go ahead, like, subscribe, do the share thing, because that'll get me to that 1K mark, which will allow better revenue or a different revenue avenue. Although I don't really care. That's not why we're here. Oh boy.
Trying to be YouTubers.
Yeah, trying to be YouTubers. So yeah. Drift PDX, April 26th is round 1. Be there. It'll be fun. We'll have a parking situation. But when is there not?
Parking's crazy out there.
Well, kind of.
At our new track, yeah, it's all like street parking. There's a Kaiser like little small medical center across the street, and when they're closed, we can use that lot. So it's pretty nice.
Have we gotten like the actual okay for that?
Yeah. We talked to the security guard on day 1. Actually, he said it's totally fine, just no smoking on the premise at all, 0. So that's totally doable.
Oh,
No
I wish I
worries.
would have known that from the start. Jeez, no one said anything.
Well, I had you park in the owner's parking spot. They own the whole building, and so that's like the safest. They have cameras right on the spots, so you're good over there.
I didn't even park there. I parked on the road that day.
Oh.
Okay. So, I guess, Jake, DJ, do you have anything to bring up before we get going into the stream?
No. Nothing really. Yeah.
We can touch on it a little bit later, but I really like your guys' scale cityscape going on in the back.
Thank you.
Pretty cool. Yeah. We're going to be doing that at our downstairs track at PDX. So,
So you guys,
cool.
I'm sure DJ has a fingerboard there somewhere. So if you need
It's around.
kick flips, let him know.
Did you get a video of that dude? It might have been one of you that was thrashing with the fingerboard on the 180 today.
Oh no, that was RC Drift Network sent me that. It was one of his buddies. Yeah.
Over the car he was driving.
Yeah. I need to see more. We started the challenge. I want to see more. I want to see that stuff.
You know, it's funny,
just
we
keep
have
it up.
we have a fingerboard half pipe over here that some of the kids be kind of playing with.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there you go. You guys can jump in on it too.
It's a scene.
It's new. I'm not that talented. I just get all like floppy.
I'm not very good. I'm still working on it, but it's fun. It's fun to play around with.
Oh,
We got a
Jake,
small-
you're into
we
it now?
got- What, fingerboards?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vitaly brought in like a tuning table. It's a really nice high table, and we turned it into a skate park instead. There's ramps
Tiny.
everywhere.
Yeah, that's definitely a new hype for sure, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been around, but it seems like it's
Oh yeah. Yeah.
like fired up all of a sudden.
Yeah, but it's another way to make some money too. If we can stock some parts in.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm like every little bit will help for sure.
Yep, exactly.
Cody,
So,
I can't turn them up. That's unfortunately I can't turn them up. This is not Discord. They don't have a separate volume. Well, actually, I don't know. Does anyone know if Google Meets has a separate volume control?
Not
I
that I'm
don't-
aware of.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, if you can't hear them, just say yell, and then we'll go over it again.
Art, you are welcome, and thank you for letting me play with that, dude. That thing is kind of blowing my mind. It was really cool.
The Noble?
He has a receiver. I don't know what it is, but it has a gyro built into the receiver on his Noble, and you can tune it just like a 550 right off the radio. It's got the same parameters, plus one that says like filter or something like that. And he let me drive it for quite a while, but it was very cool, and it drove so good. So,
Wow, that's a very different opinion from what I've heard about the internal gyro on those receivers.
yeah, I really liked it. It was awesome, and it can be on a 3-position switch. So you just hit a button on the radio, and you can turn it off completely and run like a 550 or a V4 or whatever else on the car. So you can switch between whatever gyro you want to use. But the one inside the receiver worked great. I was literally shocked.
What electronics were in it?
It was like a Onisigi motor and some cheap ESC on an RD2. Like he was like, I think he said all in, he was like under $600 for a body, everything like ready to run.
Right on.
So yeah, and this thing drove really good.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
That's crazy how those cheaper chassis always drive the best.
I know, dude. It makes me so mad. Oh my gosh.
Well, specific cheaper chassis, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Although
we sell a lot of like ready to run MST stuff here, the 2.5s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And bros, every time I drive one of the kids' cars, they're like, "Here, can you like, what's wrong with it?" And I drive it, and I'm like, "It's so good."
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I want
like
a
nothing.
carbon chassis. I want, and I'm just like, bro, like, just
No.
leave it, and no one ever leaves it. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. They get sucked up. They see carbon fiber and aluminum. They're like, "Oh, I gotta have it."
it's
But,
so
dude,
pretty.
Every time I drive plastic chassis, I'm like, "This is it, dude."
I I think it's got the perfect amount of like flex and I don't know, rigid. It's cool.
Yep.
I leave it. Todd, you do, man. Your stuff always drives so good. You're
Yep.
insane.
Yeah, they're awesome. You guys are actually sitting on an MST box that we got today of some brushless gray E30s.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. Heck yeah.
I have one of the E30s. I like
Yeah.
that body.
It's cool.
Although looking at it on the wall, it looks absolutely trash because like I hang my cars in the background,
Mm.
right? And then I've got all curvy cars, and then when you just have like that one square thing, it's horrible.
Yeah. How do
Okay,
you like your bodies?
huh?
How do you like to hang your bodies?
So I use a Rubbermaid. So they call it Fast Track, but it's not like their main fast track, it's like it's a slat board, right? So that's hung up there, and then it just has those little pegs that you can run into it. So each car has 2.
That's dope.
Yep. There's 6 cars up there right now.
We're gonna start hanging some bodies around in our room in here, because I just love how GTT does it. Their room looks so cool with all the bodies hung up on their walls.
Yeah,
Right on.
that's what I.
Wall space, so we can fill it up.
Yeah, exactly. Banners, bodies, all sorts of stuff. That's what I just did. I just took all of my bodies, all of my painted bodies to PDX last week and hung them all up on one wall. People keep walking in, they're like, "Oh, who's that? Those for sale?" I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No. I hung them up really high too, so it's hard to get them. Like I have to jump on my tippy toes and knock them off.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's for sale for the right price, right?
Yeah, not those bodies.
No.
Those are the ones I like.
Okay. So today's show, we've of course got our guests, and we need to introduce them properly. Then we're going to be talking about newcomers, like how do we get our newcomers to grow and be a part of the group instead of being like that outlier, right? We're going to talk about a little bit about MST and why DJ isn't sponsored by them yet.
Mm.
And then we got Garrett. He's apparently the painter, one of the painters, right?
Yep, I like to do the painting stuff.
Perfect. Okay. Now, just for clarification, because I haven't asked this yet, which one is Jeffrey and which one is Garrett?
My name's Jeff.
I'm Garrett.
My name's Jeff.
My name
I
is.
say that around
Long
here.
time, dude.
I think we brought that up on a stream before.
Yeah, there's decals that have been made of that are being snuck on people's cars now.
Oh, notice me.
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
All right, so let's get down to who you are. Jeffrey, Garrett, we know your names. Can you tell us a little bit about where you're from? Let's start off with where you're from, where the track's located at. How far of a commute is it?
So, I'm Jeff. Basically, I've been born and raised here in Wichita. I was born in South Carolina, but been raised all in Wichita there. And how I got really into drifting was I mainly do 1-to-1 scale drifting. I got a 2011 Hyundai Genesis Coupe. I drift around.
Yeah.
4-cylinder turbo. It's a lot of fun. It's pretty heavy, but it's a lot of fun. I've been doing that for 7-8 years now. Owned a bunch of 240s. That's kind of what got me into drifting, really.
Yeah.
Ryan Turk's videos on YouTube way back in the day.
Yeah.
That's my jam. But yeah, I've been loving drifting. I got into RC drifting a lot, like probably 4 or 5 years ago. I just seen it on YouTube, seen some cool videos. I bought a storage unit around that time, and it had a whole bunch of RC drifting HPI Sprint 2 car in it.
Oh.
And drove that around for years. But there was never a drift scene, like RC drift scene here. So it just kind of chilled in the closet. And then recently, High Voltage, in the past 2 years, put on a shop, and I brought it up to the shop and sold that and bought a RD2, RD1. And then it's been history ever since. So, but yeah, that's kind of how I got into all that fun stuff.
So how long have you been doing rear wheel drive RC drifting?
So as soon as High Voltage opened up, pretty much, so 1.5 years, pretty much 2 years. So,
awesome.
I mean, the Sprint 2 comes all-wheel drive, but I converted that to rear wheel. I just took the belt off, the front belt off, ran rear belt and hot glued the diff and did all that fun stuff.
No,
outside.
welded the diff.
Yeah. Welded.
That was
Yes.
the jam back in the day.
Yeah.
So
That's funny.
yeah, it was a good car. It's actually still here in Wichita, so guys are still ripping it here in town.
Nice.
Nice. Heck
Yeah.
Yeah. And my name's Garrett, and I run the store day to day. We're open 7 days a week, so I take off on Sundays, but I'm usually here on Sundays trying to at least drive, but I usually end up front selling something to somebody because it's like I'm here every day, so they feel like they got to ask me what paint to use or what spur gear is good. And I tell everybody straight up, like, I'm not the tuner. I don't even like building RC cars, guys. Like, the whole build thing, Jeff builds my cars. It overwhelms my brain when I see a ton of parts and it's supposed to look like this at the end. That's why I got the final form shark from Super G that just got here like a couple days ago. It took like 3 weeks. Dude, I love it. Like for somebody who doesn't want to tune and you can just put a simple alignment in it and put your electronics in and rip it, like, man, it shreds. That shit really.
Sharks are great chassis.
Yep. So, but yeah, I do a lot of painting. I've painted 154 bodies now in the year and a half for me and a lot of customers.
Oh my God, dude.
And yeah, dude, I learn something every day, and every time I paint cars about every day, so I learn something about every day, and it's just stuff drives me crazy about paint jobs, and I'll just totally bail out. Like I have this thing over here that I just hate the color match is driving me crazy. So good color, but then the front bumper, I just didn't get enough color on it, so the front bumper is just a shade different.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sell this one, but it's always something, and it just makes me bummed out because I'm like, trying to make a personal car in between painting like 10 other customers' cars right now, and a little bobble, bro, will send it packing.
Yeah,
I can do that. So
how much do you charge?
I run the shop. I run the social media stuff for us for the most part, and
Hell yeah.
I try to keep that cruising. But there's a lot to it, man. Like it's me and Jeff. Jeff's here on the weekends. He's usually bombarded with people asking about a tune or just the basic stuff that you guys might find, really like common and that you did it 10 years ago or whatever. But our scene here is such a new growing scene that we still have people come in every day that don't even know RC drift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They want to try it, and they try it. And I would say out of the 2 years, there's been 5 people that I let drive a demo car, and I'd be like, you could do this, You can see it. But it's just really hard. Now we're on J-Tile, which I feel like didn't make it any easier for people to learn. But we love it. Like I loved it. I pushed for it when we opened the store. My homie opened the store, and I pushed for it hard, man. I got to drive. I lived in California for 6 years, so I lived at Vertex.
No.
I mean, just lived there. That was when the Whitey 2 chassis just came out, the very first one. I still have it. And but yeah, it's just, and I can't really explain to people how you just have to live at these tracks and just drive. There's so many of our customers that it's such a cool vibe, and we got music blasting, and there's a bunch of people here. So many times people just hang out, man. Where I have to tell them, like, hey, go drive your Mo Control car, that's what you pay $10 to do, And and it's usually, I'm charging my battery, well, here's a battery, like you can take mine, go drive. But yeah, it's like a 5-minute deal, and they'll bounce out, and so we're trying to just convince people remote time is like so important, and
it's key.
Drive till your eyes bleed, and that's what I would do at Vertex, man. I would meet Dat and Josh there in the morning, and I would stay there the whole day, open to close, and I was 3 times a week, and it was almost, I was that annoying shop kid, but what can you say? I'm buying wheels every time I go in there. I'm buying knickknacks, and that's the thing about drift, that it's always the knickknacks that get me, at least. Like I'm always buying, I love buying shit. So, but yeah, man, that's just kind of it. We're just kind of cruising along over here. The shop's doing good. We're converting more of the off-road the road course guys to drift. Mm-hmm. So that's super awesome. End goal is to take over the racetrack and put J-Tile on it. You know what I mean? So yeah, we gotta have a whole big shop of it. So
how big is your current drift track?
Is it 12? 1,200 square feet.
Yeah, I think
it's
1,200 square feet. Yep.
Pretty good.
So it's a medium to okay size. There's obviously bigger ones. We were down in the hobby shop a couple weekends ago with the Japanese guys
Yeah.
at the bullet tour, and I felt like it was the same until you start driving on the track, and you're like, no, this track is way bigger. Like you're just nailing the throttle on these big sweepers, and I had to even put a new pinion on. Like I was everything, and so.
That's how it is when I go to Super G2. I usually go up like one pinion or, roughly.
Yeah.
It's big.
Only one?
So just turn off the rev limiter up there and just let it eat.
Here, let me switch to here. There you go.
Oh, is that okay? Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So that J tile we just got in two months ago, probably.
Nice. Yeah. So it's still breaking in. It's only going to get slicker. It's still pretty gripped up.
Yeah.
It's,
so it's
very grippy right now.
Yeah.
It's very grippy.
Yeah. We have the same thing. So are you guys using LF3s?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Yeah. So what on average of like your rear camber, what do you guys run?
So I'm experimenting right now. I'm running an MG 2.0 with fantasy front end.
Yeah.
You guys roasted it last week or 2 weeks ago, I should say.
We'll roast it again.
Yeah. I'll roast it.
So I'm actually running, I have active toe in the rear too. I'm actually running a 1/2 degree of camber.
Okay.
And I like the flat contact patch, and I'm really gripped up right now. And I don't know. I'm still playing with rear camber settings right now.
Yeah.
So.
And before the Shark got switched, man, one of the Team Yokomo drivers down in Texas, what
Rear camber?
Yeah, like -3 he's had me throw in it.
Yeah.
And it was a thing, it works.
Oh yeah.
But I was also running 14.5 degree camber in the front too.
Yeah. Yep. So did you typically run like 0 or very low camber
0
before? Yeah.
We usually tell people like 1 to 2 and here's pretty safe. Like kind of play around with that and see where it takes you.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone here always says their car's slow. That's our number one complaint from our drivers. They're slow. And I feel like we are, because some of the Kansas City guys come down and they haul the mail, man. They're fast. And that's how they like to drive, they're out there racing it.
I'm kind of like back and forth on that. I mean, there's definitely a time and a place to go fast and have fun, but overall, like I like driving a little bit slower so you can get everyone stacked up on each other's doors and just having a good time. I've typically run between 2 and like highest of 4 camber as of recently, but last about a month I went down to 0 camber and I've been running that and I really like that a lot. Like I feel like I can be fast when I need to and I'm still slow when I need to as well. Like I'm not anything, bouncing around.
Coming from the 1-to-1 life, I've always wondered why RC cars aren't flat rear. You know what I mean? Like why?
I think it's just to heat up that edge so you can get max grip versus heating up a whole flat tire. If you can just ride that edge, you can heat it up faster.
Because RC drift tires don't mold conform to the concrete.
Yeah, they're just solid. So
I mean, if you burn them fast enough, they might.
I'm on that burn tune.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quick. What do you guys feel about that? Because I'm off our floor today, and I see marks. I'll even see marks off my car if you spin out and you goosed it real quick.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't really, what's the difference between a burn and all these billions of scratches on our floor?
So a burn tin, you just look at the tire. If it's like melted, I wish I had one on me, but if it's like melted, like you can just see it clearly, like just plastic like built up on it.
We haven't got it to that point.
I was gonna say, I don't know if we have anybody running a true burn tune then.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. Like,
yeah, it does. I wasn't doing it on purpose. I was just like kind of tuning my car, and then I kind of landed on a good place, and then I realized no, I'm melting my tire. I would literally get into a sweeper, someone would be on my door, and I would just go full throttle, and you could just hear the RPMs shoot up, and then it just drops because the tire is just digging in, and I would just immediately 3 cars, like every single time, anybody, no problem, and it was just like, this is not cool. It's not fun. I don't want to be that guy. So
So is that like RPM related?
yeah.
So we tried to say try to be around 60,000.
Oh, okay, yeah.
RPM.
Well, yeah, you'll never burn on that then. It's like 100 plus. You'll be burning
100, right?
90, 100, yeah.
It's all relative.
Yeah.
Everything about the burn tune is relative. Because even if you say 60,000 RPM, if your FDR is like 4,
Right.
then you're still spinning those tires that fast.
Yeah, but it's
that's what we're
so
trying to
long to get it up there. Unless you're on a sweeper, like you're gonna have to it takes a long time to get that low FDR up to 60,000 or whatever 6,000 RPM.
Yeah, and you lose torque and all sorts of other things.
Yeah,
But yeah, everything about burn tune is so variable, right? Because it's not a burn tune unless it's actually happening, right?
Yeah.
So
Trey had a good comment in here in the chat. Less spill speed is faster. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
I mean, even with 1-to-1 drifting is the same thing. It's like just mashing the gas. You're spinning the tire, heating it up. You're taking all the grip out of it. You know what
That's my biggest to people here, the locals here is that I don't hear my wheel speed, I don't hear my motor, I don't hear turbo. It's like, dude, I can promise you, I can get around this whole entire track, hit every zone without boost one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Our cars almost drive better when the lipos fall out,
yeah,
That's my
100%.
favorite. No, that's true. Like literally, that is a very much thing. So my team and I did a lot of testing with that before we went down to Worlds, and I found that I do like 5 laps on a pack, and then my car is perfect because it doesn't have that like punch right out of the gate. So that's what I did at Worlds. So
That's smart.
Yeah.
I still want to try building. I still want to try building a 1S build.
Yeah.
Just for kicks. Like as long as turbo and boost are there with 1S, then I think it would be a pretty fun time.
Be the softest punch. Just bleh.
Well, just think, because then you can buy like the huge battery, like the 8,000 milliamp batteries.
So you're gonna buy like 8,000 milliamp batteries for that thing, but even then.
Well, that's what we were talking about with the race car guys, because our pan cars that we race out here are 1S.
Yeah.
And in the very beginning of the race, you can't full throttle the car because we think the battery is too snappy and it's given too much. But about 8 laps in, you're squeezing the trigger as hard as you can and you're just rolling the corner. And it's because that one dropped off. And so now these guys are talking about not charging fully batteries and doing all crazy.
Yeah, Antonio just said it.
Yep. Yeah, I was just looking at that too. And you know what, Antonio? It's never even crossed my mind. So good looking out.
Can your charger do it, Jake? Your toolkit charger?
Yeah, you can set them.
Oh,
I'm 90%.
Don't balance 1S.
Speaking of your charger, do you have it?
It's at the track.
Oh, your Christmas tree charger?
Yeah. It's so sick.
So Toolkit RC came out with a new charger. Well, it's not a new charger.
It's old now. It's for 24.
Yeah, but they reskinned it. They repackaged it, right? So they got some pretty epic color combinations, and it's decent price too. If you look on AliExpress, you can pick it up for like $40, something like that.
Yeah, I think I got the Christmas one for $43, and then I got the Mojave Mojito one for $40, I think.
So we won't talk about our Gens Ace for like 150 or whatever.
I mean, I run Gens Ace batteries.
Me too. Yeah.
Our chargers. No, our chargers are just expensive. Wait, I didn't pay no $40 for my damn charger.
No.
Oh yeah. That's just the charger. That's not any the like leads. That's not the power supply. That's not.
I mean, I bought a $25 lead after I bought my $160 charger, so I don't have it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, shit. The iCharger. I have an iCharger from when I was racing, so I could charge it, 40 and discharge at 40, and that thing was super expensive. And then you have to buy a $60 power bank, and then the leads and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh, this is like a $300 charger.
Some of them race guys are doing that here, discharging and charging so high, and their battery's hot as hell, and they're a thing.
Yep.
Do you have a charge limit at the track?
We don't. No.
You make them charge you make them charge in lipo bags at minimum, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we push it. You know what I mean? Like
we ask for it.
Yeah, we ask for it.
No way.
We hope that everyone follows the rules.
So I would highly suggest really enforcing it, because batteries will go up at any point in time. We've had it happen. We just had it happen on Friday actually, and it cleared out our whole shop. Like we had to everyone outside for about an hour and a half so they could get the smoke out. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And then it still probably smelled, huh?
No, luckily it was pretty okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
We got a battery graveyard in the back that we let guys just like throw batteries out there, and they'll come up and the battery would be puffed, and they're like, "Is this okay to use?" And I'm like,
No.
I wouldn't." And they're like, "Okay."
No.
I would say
It's like,
make
you gotta
sure
ask if it's used.
make sure that those guys take responsibility for those batteries too, because like
yeah.
if they're leaving them there, then that's coming back on you, and that shouldn't be the case.
You could just get like some salt water and then they can just throw it and soak it. Yeah. But
Some of the good old boys want to take their guns out and shoot them, but we'll see.
Kansas life.
We'll see what happens with this.
Yeah.
batteries.
all right.
We actually stabbed one with an X-Acto knife a couple months ago, and that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was rad.
Yeah, don't inhale any of that smoke.
Yeah, no, maybe not recommended, but the flame in the video to be able to show people what it would do was worth it. That.
Yeah.
Because you're not putting that out. Those flames are very intense.
Judd, if you're on here, you should post the video in the Discord of James running out the door with his car.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they got it out there like as fast as they did.
Yeah. I thought I was literally driving and I look over to our pit. It's like kind of a back room. And I thought somebody was like vaping because they were just like smoke. And I was like, Jesus, what is happening over here? And then
Oh.
I hear someone yell, "Get it outside." And then I see James just like, "Oh." It was so funny.
Remember that day at Northwest?
So much smoke. Oh yeah, yeah. And again, it was Elliot who got the battery out of James's car. He just couldn't
It
get
was
it out.
Elliot.
So Elliot grabbed the chassis and smacked the wheel on the ground, and the battery just popped out.
That
Lucky.
lucky. He was lucky then.
Yeah,
Lucky.
But
yeah.
yeah, Elliot, okay, that's hilarious because
Oh yeah,
I didn't see the fire happen at Northwest. All I heard was fire, 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 fire.
yeah. It was huge. It was in a buggy guy's car. I don't know if he was charging or what, but dude, there was probably 5-foot flames shooting out of this thing in a mall, like an old Sears building. So there's like, I'm waiting for the sprinklers just to start going off.
Dear God.
Crazy.
And then a crawler decided to light up like a few weeks later or something like that.
I never saw that one, but man, yeah, no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we put all our fire extinguishers on on the pit tables too.
Yeah,
so
that's
just, you know,
Yeah,
there's
That's
one room.
Yeah, I've been
So-
using this ProTech battery for, since we opened the store, the 4800.
yeah,
Still charges perfect,
Yeah.
still does it's not puffed, not
nice.
charge normal. Like, don't do no wild style stuff. I'm very
Balance charge.
particular about, I don't run my battery till it's dead. We've been on these voltmeter things pretty
yeah.
much here.
Yeah.
Like, those are super cool. They're cheap as heck. I didn't
Yep.
I think you get 5 of them for like
$13.
$13.
Yeah.
Or something. It's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, but some people, man, they'll run them till they're dead, 0%. And I'm just like, I don't know, I don't get it.
For me, I mean, you can hear your car, the boost and all that starting to fall off. You're like, okay, we're done here, but also I just know like, okay, I've driven for about 25 minutes. I think we're good. And I'll just,
If you can hear your car fall off like from boost, like if you hear the zzz,
yeah,
yeah, you know you've gone too far.
yeah,
But I'm in session mode, bro, and me and the bros are getting doors. All right.
yeah. I was just going, wait,
Give
I'll
me
be
a
right back. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if Judd posted it here. Yeah, I got my active toe AD team knuckles. Those are interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited to see those in person.
They did a good job.
That's good.
I need to mess with. I want to do more rear knuckle adjustments on my MD. They're the Whitey 2 active toe knuckles, and so they're so basic. There's like no adjustment. So I want to do a better rear knuckle.
Okay.
DJ Hector is asking what you're working on. Oh, here's the video.
Ooh. I'm working on my golem right now.
He's not running.
My rear
Elliot
motor
just
stuff.
like,
Yeah. Elliot walks out and then he just like grabs the chassis and smacks it on the ground. Yeah.
he's probably like, give it to me.
Well, we had a pan car catch on fire.
Yeah, I guess we had a pan car catch on fire. He lost the car
Yeah.
Oh.
because you got to like take the shock off the
Yep.
whole thing, get the battery out.
Oh man.
Didn't happen.
Yeah, that happened to a racer too at our old track. He it just went up. Don't know what happened, but I mean his whole car is just destroyed.
The race boys.
Yeah.
Lipo life.
Yeah. Luckily that dude's loaded, so it doesn't even matter. Just buy a new one.
Must be nice.
Kind of the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, my whole joke about this, about the guy like James, his car catching on fire, is that I feel like there's a little bit of him that like did it on purpose because he has so much of a good time driving the rental cars at the track.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, cars, man. If that ain't a whole hustle.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Do you guys have rental cars at your track?
We do.
Try to.
Try
No.
to.
I've come to learn that if people come in to want to rent an RC car that aren't like, I'm interested in the hobby, I want to see if I can do it, I want to see what it drives like. If it's not that vibe and they're just like, oh, you guys have rentals, how much is it? $25 an hour? Okay, cool. Those are the people who just want to drive a remote control car.
Sure.
They like, you know, and to give them these, even the MST cars, or because that's what we have. We have MST 2.5 rentals
Mhm.
and the Yokomo RTR car, and we just put together that new associated DC10
Mhm.
As like a nicer option. But man, and then we have Civics for on-road and a couple rock crawlers for our rock crawling room. But it's crazy, man, because they'll be like, oh, well, I was stuck on this rock and I just like wiggled the wheel and I thought it was going to break and it didn't and it kept driving. And it's just like, okay, well, what if you would have broke it? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
no,
Right.
there's no connection. You know, it's like, here's a $500 rock crawler. Like if you want to take care of it, but you can't tell people that, you know what I mean? So,
And it's hard because like you give someone an MST, you know, box stock car, and then it's two things. Either one, they're hitting every wall in sight and just trying to drive the track, or two, they're doing a street takeover and they're just spinning in front of everyone the entire.
Yeah.
And it's very hard for us when on a weekend too to come back here, give them a 15-minute lesson time, you know, and come back here and teach them. So it's difficult on our rentals, but we do offer it to the people who are very interested into drifting or crawling or something. If they come in and they're like, hey, I'm very interested, I don't know if I want to spin this, go try our rentals. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'll even let you try for 15 minutes to see if you like it, you know, for free.
yeah.
And then if you love it, pay me $25 after your hour, and then, you know what I mean, we'll work it out afterwards. type of
Yeah.
deal. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's hard too because people break wheels and hit walls and break tie rods and not know it, and they'll just leave the cars out, you know, on track and just walk away.
Yeah,
Type of deal.
They won't tone up to it.
Yeah, want to pay for it or whatever the case may be, and it gets difficult, but it is a nice option to give the new person that's kind of interested in it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Then it also kind of sucks too because they're like kind of clapped out at this point. You know what I mean? Because we're not. It's like, you know, another thing you got to try to take care of and maintenance a whole nother car when we have 4 of them of ourselves that we're maintaining, and then it turns into. I just tell people this is the idea.
yeah,
You know, like, don't think that, you know, like this is the whole thing. We're giving you the idea, and you know, they go from there. And a lot of times, if you know, I'll ask them, "Do you watch drifting on TV?" Yeah. Okay, that's a great start. But a lot of times, guys, like, man, people don't even know what that is. They're not watching it. They don't know. So now I'm explaining. Okay, so there's a lead car and a chase car, and one, you know, you're going to be close to this one, but not hitting them, and it's not a race.
Yeah.
Because you get a lot of kids, oh, let's race, and you're like, no, that's
Yeah.
not the idea back here. You
and
know?
the other side too is they don't understand the gyro aspect.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like,
How do you explain that to somebody? I tell them, don't even think about it.
yeah,
Like, I can't process what my gyro is doing. I just know if it turns one way, you counter steer.
Yep.
You know, and that's how I try to. But we have engineers and some really technical people that are like, well, what's the dynamics in
Back
the
in helicopter days, we did this, and it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
No, just drive it, man. Like if it turns, you turn the other way and hit the gas.
Right.
So
usually during car shows, like if it's a kid or if it's a parent or something like that, I'll just be like, have you seen Cars? You know, when he says turn right to go left. That's it. That's it.
That's a good
Yeah. Yeah, at car shows we just use our Vortex, and man, those things just kids are just like full. They just put their finger on the throttle and just go for it. They won't even turn. They're just walking around, just cars bouncing off of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's why we use Vortex though, because you can just beat the hell out of them. Doesn't matter.
Facts.
Yep. And then there's the other aspect of it of like, oh, you let someone drive your own personal rig, right? And like I make sure that they see what's underneath the shell, right?
Yeah.
Because then they're like, oh, holy crap, this is too expensive. I don't want to touch it.
Exactly.
But then depending on the person, and you put a lot of trust in this person, right? It's like, then they kind of drive it a little bit nicer than just something plastic.
I can see that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But a lot of people just back off.
Roller too. There's a few guys that I'm just like, I trust you, bro. Like, here, try this out. You know what I mean? Type of deal. And they know, they're like, I'm like, dude, just drive it.
And then they're always like, well, my car sucks. Why doesn't it drive like this? And it's like, well, because it's not a RTR car, bro. Like it's got a lot of stuff into it.
Yeah. That's the hard thing is telling someone like, you want to get better? Okay, we'll buy a $300 radio or $100 gyro and servo. It's like, yeah, spend money basically. I'm like, that's so hard.
And people get it, and then other people just don't, and they end up selling their cars and kind of moving on about it. You know?
Yep. Oh yeah.
But the people who are buying in are we're all taking it real serious over here, boys. You'll see. We're sharked up. We're for top of the. We got Jackie vans.
We got GRK 5Rs on the way.
Come
there
on.
You go.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah! We're not trying to recreate the wheel, but I'm following what them boys are doing.
Do you
Rio
think...
puts out his stuff? We come into the shop and like try it in the car. It's like, bro, I didn't know that. We were running 7 to 8 degrees camber in the cars. And he said 14. We put 14 in, and it's like we love it.
Yeah.
You come over here, you'll see all of our cars pretty stanced out on that 14 to 15 degrees camber up front. And it's nasty. Like you get a lot of grip. It makes sense why the Japanese homies are on it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like even if you don't run it, I recommend like just put 14.5 degrees in the car and just turn your wheels all the way and look at your lead wheel. It is thick. Full contact patch. That other one just barely on the little edge. Like, it's cool, man. I
think I was at like negative 13 or something at Worlds, and for the longest time, I just dropped down to 7. I really like that.
Yeah. But it also depends on your caster and everything.
Every the whole front end. Dude, I love front end.
But we've kind of got into a setup here, and I would say for the shop, even our locals. We've designed, I would say, getting everyone kind of on the similar setup. You know what I mean? And that's kind of worked for everyone across the board. Yeah. There's a few guys that change it, but the same setup for my cars worked for Garrett's cars, worked for some other Chuck's cars, and some other cars, our local guys. But it's pretty cool.
So some Antonio, let's be real, gents. You have to drop a little coin into this. That's any hobby. Any hobby, you're going to be doing that, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean,
it's buy once, cry once sport.
Yeah, it just depends on like how serious you want to get into it. If you really want to like spend some money and enjoy it and really get into like a hobby grade level, then you're gonna spend some money.
Yep.
But it's definitely worth it because the fine tuning abilities on your radio or your gyro, servo, everything is just like it's gonna enhance your skills, and you'll be able to grow with that too.
And you're gonna be more confident like once you have more expensive stuff because it's gonna work too. Like you're gonna do this, and you have support from your locals because they're already running too, or even from the community on Facebook. You spent so much money on. I guarantee.
One of the best things, and this goes from racing is like go to your track, see what the majority of people are running, what type of brand, car, whatever, and think about running that. If you run something that nobody else runs, you're going to struggle.
Mhm.
Because nobody can help you tune it. Nobody can help you figure out your electronics, all that stuff. So if everyone runs Yokomo, run Yokomo. You know, like
That's what we push into.
And 90% of our people really follow that. And you know how it is. There's going to be those couple other guys. It's like, oh well, Sakura, I can order all that stuff off of eBay and Amazon, and it'll show up maybe in the next couple days, maybe, and I can have it and it'll work. Maybe I've seen, you know, and it's like, well, bro, like we have that on the wall of this car, like, you know, like. But some people don't. They want to do that their own recipe, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm learning that too. That's why I'm the biggest fan, and I push RTR cars just because it's the way to get into the door. Like to try to ask some of our customers and in the place that we live, you know, Kansas minimum wage is like $7.25, I think. You know, I mean, there's not a ton of high paying jobs here. So, you know, to ask somebody to drop $1,200 on it, they don't even know if they want to do is a lot. And I tell them, you know, you're gonna spend $2,000 on this MST after you have everything tricked out, but it's an easier bite in the beginning than their $1,200 for a Yokomo car. They see it and they go down that road and some learn the hard way, and some of them are just like, dude, I just want what works. Like, let's just do it.
So like Mile High is commenting on here is like he's seen a lot of people leave because they still can't drive at the level of some of the other people. And it again, it comes down, like he's saying, it comes down to seat time too. Just because you bought something that's expensive doesn't mean that you're going to be better.
I preach that and preach that and preach that. I'm like, dude, just go drive it. They're like, well, faster. I want to do this. I want to do this. I'm like, go drive it.
Yeah, it'll allow you to help you get better, but
drive it.
Yeah.
Like, and then they're like, well, can you drive it and drive it? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I drive it and the car's great. You know what I mean? Or the car maybe needs a tweak. You know what I mean? So I tweak it real quick. And the car drives great. And I'm like, all right, here, you go drive it. You know what I mean?
But that's what a lot of people need, right? Is just the visual confirmation. Yeah.
Which is great. I love giving that to them. I'm like, dude, it's just you. You know what I mean? I love you. But it's just you.
I'm the same way. Dude, people ask me to drive their car all the time, and I'm just like, and I drive no problem. I'm just like, God, I hate to tell you this, but it's just you. Like, just keep driving. I always tell them too. I'm like, just follow a good driver, and you don't have to match their line angle, whatever. Just try and keep the pace with them, and then you'll slowly start to fall in. Okay, now I'm, you know, at a decent angle, or I'm in the zone, or whatever. And then that's the best way to get good is follow a good driver.
I always tell people, I'm like, follow me. I love to lead. So follow me. You know what I mean? Like I'll tell you know, I mess up all the time, but just follow. I love to lead. I love to chase. Don't get me wrong, but
I'm the same way. I'll do either or. It doesn't matter. I love chasing, but I like leading. But the problem is like I'm a lot faster than like new guys, so they struggle just to keep up. So, but once they get to a certain level, then they can drive with me, and then I'll jump behind them, and I'm like, no pressure. I'm not gonna push you around. I'm gonna keep a car length away. Just try and follow you. Yeah.
I'm a bully on track. I'm like, hey, come on, bro, let's get faster. Let's see how fast.
I gotta ease it in, dude.
Yes, I like. There's certain people, you know what I mean. Like, certain customers or certain locals that I find, I push. But at the same time, if I don't push you now, when you go to competition, I'm gonna push you at competition. Yeah, you know what I mean. So like, if you get comfortable here, or just get pushed around the top, you know what I mean, type of feel. So
I'm a Matt Surrey boy. Yeah, I just like to shred with the homies, bro. Like, the comp stuff is cool. Like, I had SDC come and we did that straight up for their publicity. You know what I mean? If Super G can talk about a store in Wichita, Kansas having a drift track, that's what I need.
Yes, exactly. It's gonna help your community grow. Yeah,
whatever. It's chill. I don't take the SDC stuff serious at all, bro. Like, I just want to go throw around and thrash with the boys. Like, I'm going to Kansas City with the guys this weekend to compete at SDC up there. And I'm going to sell bodies and trade shit, or stuff. And just like kick it. I already talked to, bro, I'm not doing, I don't care. Like, we're just here to have fun. And it's different when you're trying to do something hard, but like for me, for this stuff, it's just chill, man. Like, I'm running the store, I'm coming back. Like, typically when the SDC thing's going on, like, they'll yell at me up at the front, hey, you're up to drive. and I'll run up from the back from helping a customer, get my remote. Okay, what's up? You know, and so it's like I'm not spending the whole day turning laps and changing the camber. I'm putting a new sticker on my car and like fixing the little paint thing and like, oh, let's add a wing, you know, like I like style of it. Like the competition stuff is like, meh, you know.
So that's what I love about, like, I don't know, I like both. I love competing, but I also love just Matsuri style. And going to Worlds is the best because I always go the week prior, and just getting to drive those 4 days before the competition with everybody, like the best of the best around the world, you know, I'm just like, that's just amazing. Like, this is so much fun. That's a full-blown Matsuri.
Yeah.
It's insane when there's 130 people on the track at once. You're like, holy crap.
Yeah, we'll see you guys there. We're all going up there, so we'll be there for sure. Like,
I'm gonna chat with you ahead of time because I might want to have you paint a body.
Yeah, come on.
I hate painting. I will not paint a body. Will not do it.
He's not lying.
Ask me, bro, if you hit my DM, I'll paint a body for you for free. You just let me know.
No, don't say that on stream.
No, come on, anybody hit it up. Like, let's see it. Run it up. It's cool, man. I enjoy it, dude. Like, it's a good time.
I'll tell you what. Aaron agrees with Jake. Best driving is pre-comp driving 100%.
Yeah, and after it, post-comp driving too. That's when it's amazing, dude.
Same here, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, same here. Like, I get the most fun getting doors with the locals before the event or after the event, and I can drive in the comps. You know what I mean? But like, that's the most fun driving.
Yep.
I will say for me, because I'm just doing media stuff, like all competition long, right? Me just randomly hopping on that track with everybody that's been driving that circuit for like the past four days a week is the most intimidating thing ever. Because it's like everyone's online, everyone's on point. I don't want to mess anything up, but
that's why I get there. Like, they're always closed on Mondays, and they're closed the week prior, and then obviously the Monday, and they open on Tuesday. That's a brand new track, everything. And so I get there Tuesday when they open. So I'm like, first, there's nobody. There's probably 10 people there. I'm like, that's when I just get max driving time.
That's awesome.
Garrett, what's your at?
You can let's do high voltage garage.
It's the HV Garage 316.
HVG Garage, 316.
Here you go.
There you go. You just opened a can of worms.
Come on, that's super cool. Yeah, I'll back you guys up. Let me know.
Real quick though, there was a comment.
Color fade stuff is always fun.
Oh yeah.
You know, I've been doing like some wood grain stuff.
No, don't show that. Chris will show up.
Oh, Chris, Momo.
Yeah, go away, Chris.
Momo, don't look. Close your eyes, Momo.
We could do like some galaxy looking type stuff.
That's freaking cool. Yeah, I love that.
And I recently found this really cool hologram paint.
Oh, for sure.
Looks like a hologram. Or, you know, I found some Walmart paint, bros, that has been killing it. So cool. You got to add water to it, but the color flop on it is out of the world.
Wild.
Yeah, I seen it on some dude's page on the paint page, and I hit him up because everyone's like, "Oh, the body looks so cool." And I hit him up, was like, "Hey, what color paint is that?" And I was like, "Walmart for real?" He's like, "Yep." I'm like, "Say less, boys."
So hold on. There's some questions from Jeff B in chat.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Let's start off with the ST 3.0 question. I've driven an ST 3.0. Have you, Jake?
Vitaly has one, correct?
Vitaly has one. Yep.
Yeah. I drove his. I liked it. For sure.
Really good.
Yeah.
Surprising.
Yeah, and the price point.
Better than the other ones. Kind of crazy, like out of the box. Just pay attention to those the turnbuckles. Those
25 and 30 degree turnbuckle.
That'll burn you guys for a week. I promise you.
So on the turnbuckles, they have like an option of 45 degree angled turnbuckle or 30 degree.
Use the paper.
Use the 30 degree or whatever it is. Because with the 45, you'll get Ackerman that looks like this.
Oh.
And so,
and you'll fight it, you'll move everything, and then, you know, one of the homies was like, "Oh, wrong piece right here." Yeah. And you're supposed to lay it on the paper when you're doing it, and it lays up.
Yeah, for 1-to-1. Yeah.
But the other owner here got one, and man, I'm talking about a week they played with it.
That car though, like straight out of the box, is very, very good. I recommend it to pretty much anyone that's serious about getting into RC drifting. I'm like, dude, if you want to buy it once
520.
and just cry once and be done and know the car does the thing and does the thing very well, the SD 3.0, like it's the most simple.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of aftermarket options for it too. So if you wanted something, you know, new knuckles or different knuckles or something else, there's a bunch of options.
Well, the best thing is like honestly, 90% of aftermarket stuff is made for or based off of Yokomo.
Yep.
Off of what?
So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
So I just posted the Discord chat or Discord link in chat. If you're not part of it, go join it. It's a fun place to post pictures, find new products. If I see anything cool like on the Super G pages and just like whatever store I'm looking at, I'll post it up in the product watch page. That's a good place, so everyone can be in the know. We are doing Roast My Rig tonight, so if you do have pictures that you want to post, go post them there. You will be roasted. Jake's a pretty harsh roaster. Sometimes. We'll find out. But go ahead and do that. It's also fun just to see what everyone's been working on for the past who knows how long. Just like DJ trying to work on a golem.
Yeah, this is an interesting.
DJ, do a kickflip. Somebody tell DJ to do a kickflip.
I got a trampoline in front of me right now.
Okay, no. Kickflip over the golem.
Yeah, dude.
Don't tempt me.
Oh no. You need the camera that Adam has, dude, the down facing one.
I know.
Kickflip cam.
Like this.
That
That
need a
can.
little kickflip counter too on DJs.
Might need this for the.
Man, the golem.
I don't know if anyone just saw it, but I just did.
Gom just got shredded, dude.
It
Damn.
did. It's burning right now, actually. But
Sheesh.
Okay, the other question that Jeff B had is anyone running McLaren stuff? Jake?
Fire.
Yes, I am. I'm sponsored by Macklin or McLaren or however you pronounce it. I don't know yet, but I've been running it and I've been liking it.
You got the motor ESC, I'm assuming.
Yeah, motor ESC battery. Yeah, it took me a little while. There was definitely a learning curve for the ESC, like tuning it and getting it fine and all that. But I like it.
I'm hype on that. One of our customers we got on to, SD3, Macklin motor, Macklin ESC, the new drift stuff.
Yeah.
And I drove it the other day in here, and I was like, bro, like, what tune did you put in here? And he's like, it's stock. I haven't done anything.
Yeah. So
And
it comes with two tunes on 13.5 and 10.5. Alfredo is like a spec tune that he put on there.
I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
rad.
That's cool that Macklin did that. You know.
Yeah. He's been working with
Hey,
it for
Macklin?
a while.
Yeah.
So it's
What is
pretty
the
rad.
correct term? Sponsored driver.
Macklin.
What?
Is it Macklin?
McLaren.
I don't know.
I say Macklin. The
Me
McLaren.
too. Yeah.
They like come
McLaren- the McLaren boys are weird, dude.
But
You call it
here's
McLaren,
another
you're, yeah.
glam or a glom.
Oh, let's not go there.
Because
there's only one person.
The L is behind the A. It's a golf.
That is hard. That is a
Glam.
hard one.
No, I mean it's very clear.
A-L-M.
But
I don't know.
I've never made a correction. We'll just put it there.
DJ calls it a golem or golem or something.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, DJ's a summoner now. Hey, Judd just popped in a little bit of information here. Apparently, Yokomo just shut down their last batch of colored ST 3.0s.
Yep.
Yeah.
Only doing black.
Yes.
Get them
And-
while you can.
And all of the V4 gyros are pretty much back ordered too. So that's
Oh,
what.
wow.
Yeah, we can't get the V4 gyros right now either.
That's because V5 will be coming out soon.
Right.
I have
Yeah,
no
so-
idea actually, but that wouldn't surprise me.
Get out there
Yeah.
It's that time of year, and Yokomo do something cool with their drift stuff. So
because that GY50s 500 is killing them.
you got my cook.
I mean, 550 life
So-
is I'm all about it, but they're like I've driven good setups on all different setups.
Yeah,
So have any of you tried the Reefs gyro yet?
I have not. No.
You should try it. It's a cheap gyro. It's like $56. Highly recommend it. It's really good. I won
sick.
one. I won one at Worlds, and I was trying to sell it since October for $40, and nobody wanted it. So I finally put it in my car on Friday or Saturday. I don't remember. And I
Well,
drove it, and I was like, "Holy crap! This thing is way good."
it has the derp, the small like the smaller connectors, right?
Yeah, dude, the thing is like this big. It's tiny. It's a
Big.
small gyro.
I got an OMG that it does it thing, you know.
Yeah.
It does the thing. It does the gyro thing.
Oh, it's actually, yeah, I have it on the LTS.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
You guys
Nice.
drive these goofies?
There's
We have
a-
a few guys that have them. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it, dude.
I think.
I got 12 of our customers on these.
Oh, nice.
And I told them they can't drive anything but like fun chassis. So we all are on like real fun stuff, you know, and oh man, they're great. I'm on some rubber band tuning. So this is like that 3D printed
yeah,
little thing to center it all. Like they're fun, man.
I regret not buying one. I drove Harvey's the other day, Adam, and that's the best one I've driven. It's so good.
It's so cool.
Have you
Yeah.
driven Alex's?
God.
Like,
Yeah, I don't like his.
I mean, besides the Alex tune, right? But
well,
it's
sure.
it's so fast.
Harvey's is perfect, dude.
Is it?
Harvey's. You need to drive Harvey's because it's literally perfect.
Okay.
If the LP is not on like a just stock, no boost, no turbo, you're on the wrong side.
I'm on
Yeah.
a 17.5 just stock.
Yeah, just no
Mhm.
boost, no bump.
Yeah, my buddy has I think it's a 17.5, the D-like, the NA one. It might be the 10.5. I don't know which one. I think it's a 7. No, it is 17.5, and he has the 10.5 in his RER.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, those motors are amazing.
Miles per dollars for these boys.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're not fun if everyone is out there on chassis that fuck, you know. And
Yeah,
you, You gotta have the other homies, or
Yeah.
I can drive with all the dope chassis. I just have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just slow everyone down.
Yeah.
I gotta leave. And then just the way you gotta enter stuff, you gotta throw it first and then throw it back over. So
Yeah.
if you're chasing and they're not doing that, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's no
Well,
fun.
that's high weight shift life. Like what you just described is just high CG all day long.
Try to make my shark do that after seeing that other video I seen. Dear God, that looked cool.
I mean, go check out Brett's Shark from 2 years ago.
I just as silly as it is, it's funny we talk about. I just listened to that old podcast that you had Brett on.
Oh yeah.
Just listened to it today, and he made me think about some stuff like setting up for SDC. So I'm
Cold
listening to
laps. Cold laps all day long.
Yeah, exactly. I picked
Yep.
that up. Like, wow, I never even thought about it like that.
Yep.
Like
Mhm.
you're only, I mean, truly, you're only getting 2 laps on that set of tires, so you need to tune your car for that 2 laps. You know, I've always set my car up, you know, for hot laps. You know, and where's my grip? Where's my grip? So
Yeah. So at Worlds, we got, let's see here, on finals day for Sunday Top 32, we had 4 8-minute sessions, I believe, of practice on brand new sets of tires, and then it was straight into battles. So, yeah.
So during those, like you said, brand new. So at the finals, do you get another set of tires, or how's that work?
Well, so on, I think it's Friday. Yeah, Friday's a qualifying day, so they'll give everyone their tires then, and then you have the day to break them in, and then we do qualifying, and then you got to turn them back in. So then they do the lower brackets, and then whoever wins out of all of the lower brackets gets the 32nd spot. And so for Sunday. So then on Sunday this year, they had a lot of the top 32 drivers vote if they wanted new tires or to use their old tires, and everyone wanted new.
Yeah.
Obviously, because I don't know if you guys saw Rio's car, they were straight melted. His tires were so melted, and he just ran through 100 people. So yeah. But
Man, watching that guy drive is fucking crazy, man.
it was awesome. It was so cool to see in person. I sat right at the entry of the sweeper almost the whole time and like watched him drive through the lower brackets, and it just like his flick and then just holds it like the perfect angle. Just doesn't over rotate, doesn't nothing. Just every time, just boom, right on you. And he's like right on your bumper too, dude. I mean,
Yep.
like there were so many times I'm just like, no, he's gonna hit him, and he just
I mean,
perfect
and it
transition.
sounds like he's not even trying. Like he's just like mid throttle, and you're like,
yeah, just quick blip.
And the bodies that he runs are not small bodies.
So long. Yeah.
Huge. That's
Yeah.
the reason. That was the 90% of the reason I wanted to go to Texas a couple weekends ago.
Bullet
was to
tour.
see his body in person.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And when I was with, he got there and he's putting his stuff out, and bodies out there. I'm like looking at it and I'm like, body very good. Chassis, man. He started laughing.
I like the S15 better, man. That thing was just art. That was perfect.
You know, it was that, and then I got I say the opportunity to see Slide 13's rip and dip bodies, because both of the Supra and the GR was there.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
bro. Oh my god. I don't know where you get any better. You know, I don't know.
No, that's the top. That's the top right there. I think
$600 shout outs per body. You know, those kids were paying $600 for those paint.
I would pay that. What's it? Vittorio, he just got one, the S15.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I saw that and I was like, I don't know whose this is, but I want it. I will pay whatever for this body.
So
perfect.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of great
painters out there that are just
that
Josh
Green.
Josh, I know you're probably on here. And I'm
Josh,
sorry.
yeah, you're killing it, G.
Name, but yeah, no, again,
you know,
he does amazing. The detail, the scale detail is insane on his bodies.
Yeah. Shout outs to those dudes. I'm chasing you guys. I'm coming. Give me a second.
Here's a fun question. Does anyone know when something other than AccuVance will be able to forward program from radio?
Well, the
Hobby Wing's trying.
the X-ray, what is it? It is a Hobby Wing ESC.
The DX10.
Yeah. Some Hobby Wing ESC that you can use with the MP4.
But it's like the race. It's the race.
ESC.
The race ESC that's supposed to be able to talk to Noble right now, and they're supposedly working on their drift thing too. But we haven't been hyping that because we run like we run the just stock classes here, so we don't want to like preach that you can like turn up your car all of a sudden and put an emote on a race.
Yeah.
It would be nice. Yeah, that needs to happen. There need more development in ESCs.
100%. That's the only reason to switch to AccuVance and David's MPX is just to tune it.
Wait. Speaking of ESCs, Fury Tech's in the market now.
Yeah,
we got
those.
Those look real rad.
Yep, we got one coming, so we're gonna try that.
And talk about,
yeah.
I mean, they're top tier in terms of price point, right? $220 retail.
Yeah.
Not top tier as in like value for your money, but like in the top tier aspect. So Jarvis XX, right? Rad.
Yeah.
Hobby Wings there too. Yokomo RPX2 and Rev D are all there.
Yep.
Well,
I just want freaking AccuVance to have the fan control that Yokomo has, dude. Like,
I know. Right?
Why does our fan need to be on all the time? And like the most powerful fan too. Like it's so annoying.
A better reverse.
Obviously. Yeah,
No.
Just a timed one, you know, delayed.
Brev D.
I'm gonna stop.
Brev D has the worst reverse.
No!
Honestly, yeah, no, Adam, Rev D, the new update on there is pretty bad. It's like real bad.
Yeah, I was about to say that same yacht. Like it's a worse almost. It's like bro.
No, it's straight up worse. Like the fact that you have to think about how much throttle you're applying just to get into reverse is dumb to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miko.
I know they need
to like the people who are using that level of motors and ESCs probably aren't.
That's the other side, because I will tell people that's running AccuVance just to not mess up.
Yeah,
I got it from you guys' podcast.
Working on it.
AccuVance reverse, and then it works.
Oh, who did that? Was that an Elliot thing?
It works every time. If you say AccuVance reverse, it turns on.
it's a big thing around here. We've sold so many AccuVance because of rev limiter noise.
Mm-hmm.
Like our shop is such a noise. Like it makes this noise, and then you have kids. Hey, I want my car to make that sound too.
I want that.
So
Macklin does that too, and theirs is a little different.
Is it a real one like the Sanwa, or is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little bit more realistic. I guess.
So the Sanwa did it first. They had the original rev limiter out from their Vortex D. And it's the best sounding rev limiter that I think is out there. But I just want to buy Sanwa again.
Can one of you guys teach me to make a noisemaker on my car?
Oh, like bottle cars, like milk carton cars.
Yeah, like how they have made the rules you can't have a noise making, no noisemakers. I would like to make that.
Oh, geez.
Sure.
I saw one of the new guys getting into drifting. He put a zip tie on his spur gear and then just cut it like a little bit short, so like it.
Yeah. Okay.
Drifting sounds kind of weird. Like, what the heck's going on? And I saw it and I was like, oh gosh.
Like, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Try that in the morning. I'll send you guys a note. Yeah.
Lunatic Fellows in Japan deserves a mention. Fire Heartbreak just got some amazing shells.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I
that
meant to
dude.
say that. Yeah. Yes. Those Heartbreak bodies look insane.
Oh,
I didn't know,
Yeah.
I didn't know
That
who
dude
painted them.
kills
So
it.
yeah.
Killing it. That guy stays slaying too. I seen him post up his next work job, and it's just like so many team cars just ready to shred.
Wow.
He's really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mark has it right, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if Radio Master breaks the barrier into ESC changes. And I think the reason why is because they support S-Bus on their Radio Master. Like, they're basically coming from drone stuff, right? From FPV and flight. They've already got that stuff figured out. So, whoever comes up with Lewis scripts for the Radio Master, they'll be ahead of the game already. Just because it's already implemented. Like, the MTS12 or MT12 or whatever it is already has support for Lewis scripts. It's just whoever will do it. Who goes in reverse? Todd. Let's see. I'm just rolling through, seeing if there's any questions that we need to. Jake said do a kickflip, DJ. I think
somebody
people,
in chat, dude.
yeah, other people need to tell DJ to do a kickflip.
I was hoping somebody else would pick it up and see it. Oh yeah, Midnight Drifters. Here we go.
They support S-Bus and it's open source, so the community will probably make it happen. Yeah, 100%.
Log into a different account, dude, and tell DJ to do kickflips.
Yeah, just watch.
Account.
Just watch
Kickflip
drifting become an open source like networking type of thing. Then we'll see some huge, like, very open source strides. It'll be cool.
DJ, you messed with all the MST stuff. Have you messed with the MST front-wheel drive cars?
Oh,
Was it?
The front-wheel drive cars for MST. Have you messed with those at all? There's like drove one.
No.
We
Yeah.
rate those in a class up here.
Come
oh,
hang
the
out
TCR.
Oh, are those like the CRXs or whatever?
Yeah.
Civics.
Civics.
Civics. Okay.
That'd be
yeah,
sick,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
CRX. Yeah, that's sick.
Shoot.
Yeah, they missed opportunity there. Yeah, no, I've seen those a long time ago. They're crazy.
They are a blast.
$209, ready to run. Put a battery in it.
And like, don't do anything. Just drive it and just rip it. It's so fun. Like,
Yeah.
We drive stock. We drive them
So-
stock class here. Just put a battery in it and
It's
rip
like
it.
on carpet or what?
Yeah, we have CRC black race carpet.
Okay. Yeah.
DJ, do a glom kickflip.
Yeah, dude, kickflip the GOM, dude.
No, it's specifically glom.
Kickflip that thing, dude.
Yeah, put it on there and kickflip on it. That's what I want to see.
Oh man. Oh, I need to share a video then, dude. I was freaking skating a drone a couple weeks ago.
Dude, that's insane. Yeah,
Cat-
it was.
Kevin, if you're watching this, I love you. I don't mean to make fun of you.
It's GOM, Kevin.
It's calm, Kevin.
Where's the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just seen on here a month ago you guys had Adam and Logan from this or whatever. Those dudes, that track is those guys are cool down there, man. It was a 8.5 hour, 9 hour drive for us.
Mm-hmm.
I'd do that anytime to go drive with those guys again. That's super cool. And I love going to drive tracks like that because since we're so new and I'm uneducated, like I just love learning and finding new tips and tricks that someone out there ripping doing. And it seems like with the RC world, like the drift scene at least, like people are really down to kind of at least share a little bit. You'll get into those dudes that are kind of a little bit hesitant about their tech setup, but you know,
If
Yeah,
it's
there's definitely some people that are kind of like they don't want to share their setups, and I'm not really about that. That's kind of it's kind
Bro,
of booty because just because it's a perfect for you doesn't mean it's going to be good for me.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
very much racer mentality. As soon as you're a competitor, I don't want to share my stuff with you.
That's the big thing I preach on our. We have a teaching tandem Tuesdays or Tech Tuesdays.
yeah, that's cool.
That's the biggest thing I preach to those guys.
Yeah,
Is my setup isn't going to work for Garrett. Garrett's setup isn't going to work for me. So
that's what I tell people too. I was like, you can try it, but
Yeah.
just try it. I'm giving you information. Just play with it and see where you land.
yeah, Jake's cars drive weird.
I tell my friends all the time, I'm like, I have a problem though. I'm like, I drive my car, I'm like, oh, it's so good, and then I'm like, oh, it could be better.
My problem
Totally destroy it,
is that
end up somewhere else.
my problem is that I'll drive someone else's car and be like, oh dang, I need my car to drive like this. And then I spend like the next month ruining my car.
Yeah.
the
Like-
biggest thing is like Garrett. I'll have my car set up. I'm like, hey Garrett, drive this. He'll drive you. Like, dude, that's amazing. And I'll go
Yep.
and tweak with
He
it.
ruins
And then
them.
next week he's like, dude, why'd you ruin it? And I'm like, bro, I don't know yet.
Okay,
I'm
Jake,
like, dude, just take it back the way I did it.
we know a guy, huh?
What?
We know that guy. No,
I'm trying to get I went down this rabbit hole of Fataba and the GY50 and this the CD700 off of a Nebraska kid's car. The coolest car I've ever driven yet to date. You would full lock it to the corner and let go of the steering wheel, and everything else was just throttle. And I'm trying to get my car to drive like that.
Huh.
It was the coolest experience. You backied into everything. You can't follow them unless you're doing backies.
I've heard
But
so many people describe the GYD 550 as that. I'm like, no, you still have to drive the car. Like,
No.
it's
No.
not a self-driving thing. You still
You
have to
didn't.
touch it.
You didn't. And the people who are good at driving, they're like, well, you're just not driving. You're not driving an RC car at that point. And it's like, but if I'm sideways next to you, like, what's it matter how I'm driving my car?
So I'm down with this because this guy's got it figured out. He's letting the electronics do what the electronics are supposed to do.
1,000%. He's
Yeah,
getting
right there.
$275, $220 servo to work. He's getting his 120. Where some guys are like, I run 30% gyro gain. I'm like, well, why are you running a gyro? You know?
It's like, good for you. Thank you.
Oh,
I
yeah,
crank mine up. I'm at like 60s to 70s, 80s if I'm just kind of like not feeling it.
yeah.
You know?
It is, yeah, every car, every setup, every tune, everything's going to be a little bit different as far
Every-
as turbo tune. But yeah, for sure. But I think I'm at like 45 right now, and that's just because the tune I landed on my gyro works best.
Yep.
So it's
Yeah,
not like
I feel like-
flex. I'm like,
I feel like
I'm a good like 70, 80 guy for sure. But
Yeah. But yeah, if I could try to get my remote, and next time they come back down from Nebraska, I'm gonna wave a little $20 bill in his
Yeah.
face and be like, "Yo, bro, you know, like, what is it?
let me see those numbers.
Please, just show me that screen one time."
Yeah, dude. Let me peep what you got.
So
And you know, he's got, what do you guys think about like signal cleaners and all of that
Caps.
jazz, caps, and
Oh.
'cause that dude's all about those too. And I'm like, good
So
luck.
yeah, I've gone back and forth. Like I run just the one that just plugs into your receiver, and just to kind of clean it, I don't notice any difference. But then I also run.
Oh,
I run one in my remote. I forget the Trace Vector. Is that what it's called?
okay.
Yeah, I run the Vector in my remote, and I like that. But I've also driven one of the best cars I've ever driven, hands down to this day. His name is David, from Canada but lives in California. Is an RDX, and this dude has every single capacitor known to man on this car.
Love that.
And it's like 3D printed. It's like this dude is just insane. It's like an engineering like marvel. And I wanted to steal his car, and he's like, "I'm going to take it apart and redo the whole thing." I'm like, "No."
all right, it's like just leave it. Don't
Yeah,
touch it.
So
Maybe
it's
rebuild the shocks. That's it.
super smooth. The power delivery, like everything is just like a perfect ramp. It's just no peaking. It's just like, I don't know. It's just crazy. But yeah, so that makes me say yes. But then when I try and put a bunch of caps on my crap, I'm like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Right, because it depends on where. It depends on where. Because like if you put a trace vector in between your ESC and your receiver, it makes it feel too soft for me,
Yes. Yep.
and I hate it.
Yep.
But between the gyro and the is it the gyro and the servo, or the receiver and the gyro? One of the two.
Oh,
I don't
gyro to servo, or no? Yeah. Between the gyro and the servo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe
That's how I run it on one of my cars too.
Yeah, that
really clean that way.
that will smooth out
Yeah.
your driving a little bit.
I like that. I like the between the gyro and servo.
Well, I'll be honest, man. Anything that AccuVance offers, I'm gonna have on my car. I'm
Uh-oh.
definitely part
Uh-oh.
of that.
Christmas tree.
Oh.
He's gonna have
Yeah.
the Christmas tree.
All of it.
I already told the homie, I was like, order it up, bro. I don't care anymore. Just keep it coming. They're all spicy about my $50 Blaze cap. He's like, those only cost a couple cents to make. And I'm like, then put an AccuVance sign on it and sell it to me, bro. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yep.
I am the perfect customer for all of this because I'm not looking into it. Like, you sell it, you say your engineers say it's good.
Yeah, right.
I'll put that on there.
Ferris, what gyro settings are you after the 550, and who are you asking?
Everybody.
But don't ask us because we're still testing that right now.
I can
just-
give you some, but it's stuff that's old and I don't run it anymore.
It's like, wait, how does that help me?
Yeah, I mean maybe it'll help you. I don't know. I got a lot of different settings.
Adriano's asking, did you guys talk about the new Knuckles coming out from RCO and Team AD?
We were talking about it before we went live.
Well, he said Knuckles.
Yeah.
So
Oh. No.
we were talking about it before we went live
So technically no.
because I have the G Buster Knuckles coming, and then Logan has the Via Knuckles from
and
Ecotech.
I just got the new Shibata Y Knuckles and I love them. They're really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks, Miko. Servo Gyro, Trace Spectre.
Yeah.
Trace Spectre and TX.
Yeah, oh, and I was thinking like Texas. I was like, what? But yeah, transmitter.
Texas. Shout out to Bucky's.
Just vectors all of Texas, dude. You need to filter these people out.
Clean them up.
So Mark had a question about the Team AD Knuckles like a while ago. But pretty much the Team AD Knuckles, or not Knuckles, but uprights, they will fit any rear lower with a 12 millimeter opening. You can't really
that's
see
pretty
it,
cool.
but
Standard Yokomo style rear arm.
so overall, it's kind of like a hybrid of.
Take your wheel off so we can see it.
That means I got to get a tool.
Still got a donut on the back?
Where are you? Yeah, it does.
Dude, I just got a donut too. So cool. Love the donut gang.
I like Adam. You had a Kirby, didn't you, for a while?
No, that was
That
Mitch,
was Mitch. That's
Oh,
cool.
that's fun.
Yeah. I like that one.
and it's perfect because he sucks
It
so
doesn't
much
help.
air in.
It doesn't help performance, so I'm not about it.
Hey, can I shout out Mitch real quick? Is that the Mitch we're talking about?
No,
it's not Rolling Garage Mitch. It's
a local Mitch.
Yeah.
Dude, I've
Oh, there you go.
never watched a YouTube thing and literally taking notes like I was in high school
Mitch is
about how
a
to
genius,
work
dude. He's a freaking wizard.
something. So
Yeah.
thanks to that guy, man.
Yeah.
I've even had one of our customers bought the GYD, and I was like, all right, here's a piece of paper, here's a pen, go to my office, shut the door, watch this video. And he's like, "Oh," I'm like, yes. He comes out with front and back pages written. I'm like, let me see those notes. Like, let me read through some of them.
Mitch, I don't know if I don't know. Maybe Hector could pass this information along, but Hector, you need to tell Mitch to make new character stickers, but him wearing like a freaking wizard cap.
So we have a from Hatley drifting, like 1-to-1, the Drift Wizard hat. with
Yes.
The cone.
Yeah.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
Yeah.
So these are the Team AD Knuckles. I think I have them mounted backwards to what you typically see, but like if you've seen my cars, they're a lot backwards, right? So I have the active toe coming off the rear end instead of in front of it, just because it makes it a little bit easier for accessibility, like for battery stuff and whatnot. But Mitch is there. Hey,
Mitch is in here. Hell yeah. Mitch, make it happen, dude. I want one of those stickers.
but yeah. So these things are pretty cool.
Adam, what version are those barrels? You got 1 and 2, correct?
1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah. So what's 2 in the back?
2 in the back. One is 2 softer.
No, harder.
Then 2's up front. 1's in the back.
Okay.
The problem is that I haven't driven this yet.
Yeah. So Judd got a bunch of those springs in, and they might all be sold out now. I'm not really sure, but
I love the website.
what's that?
I love that dude's website. When he's sold out, it just says "sold the fuck out."
Oh, I know. Dark Denim's website. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
we haven't driven them yet, and I want to try them.
the question was, or it's this, right? So
Yeah.
no one has made just an active toe kit that will just take a regular arm, right? So now we have that. Although I still think that RevD's iteration is still the best,
Yep. Hands down. Yes.
just because of the upper arm adjustment.
Yep.
You got a lot more of that.
Yeah. I like their reactive toe kit. You can put it on pretty much anything too if you get a little creative. But.
Too bad they haven't released their like updated version of it.
Dude, I know. They released that at RCDC or even way before RCDC, I think. Yeah, it was way before RCDC. The RDX reactive toe kit, and it's still not out.
Yep.
Because they released the Corolla body at the same time.
Yep.
And something else. Oh, the Pro Servo too. It's all at the same time.
And only now did we just get the GR86 from them.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
will
That's-
those
yeah.
knuckles work on the RMX? If we're talking about the rears, I believe so, because they're RMX.
I don't know how wide is that rear opening on the
DJ.
lower arm.
That's you.
I'm like kind of snap neck.
Is the RMX rear lower arm the same like opening size as Yokomo?
Actually, hold on.
That would tell you. I don't know if I have arms here. Like that opening.
Oh, that actually I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, with a couple spacers, anything can fit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
exactly.
gonna
Yeah,
say.
as long as if it's bigger, it doesn't matter. That's perfect. You can shim it up. But if it's too small, then yeah. If it's plastic, just cut it. Who cares? Cut it.
Yeah, let's just get a grinder.
File it, yeah. Fingernail file it down.
Just cut it. Okay, so RMX. This is a VIP RMX.
Oh.
It's 12 millimeter.
12.5. It'll fit. Heck yeah, dude.
But MST already has a pretty cool active toe kit already.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
So
We got a guy one here in town, and it's pretty good. His
Yeah.
car's fat.
Is it pretty like readily available to get by itself?
DJ, answer that question.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you'll probably have to do some overseas shopping for it, but
Yeah.
I mean,
So
there's
Yeah.
somewhere out there.
You know who has MST parts? Twisted Steel RC down in Roseburg.
Oh, shoot.
wow, because they got a bunch of MST boys down there.
I was
Yeah.
actually gonna text
nothing.
you, DJ, and be
Or
like,
had.
"Do you need anything?"
We got like the basic aluminum upgrade stuff for the guys here. You know, like
Yeah.
the front and rear, the steering stuff. We get the TDAs. Like, since we primarily sell a lot of MST stuff, we try to keep it aftermarket-y for those guys too.
Yeah.
Because that's something, you know, like we said, you know, they can come in, you can spend $40 on a tower, or you can spend $20. The biggest thing we sell are arms. We sell those adjustable turnbuckles.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The turnbuckle should be like option, like
We're always stock.
Yeah,
we're always out of stock.
we can't keep
because-
enough of those.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's nothing. I mean, that's just. I mean, you could just find the random turnbuckles and make your own.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people. I'm like, get on
Sold a pair today.
the Yokomo, you know, turnbuckles and Baldwins, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sold a pair today to a guy. He sat back there in the pits, put them on, couldn't get the thing out. I gave him I was like, "You're not going to use this one anymore, are you?" No, here, just use these pliers, man.
Yeah.
They had to come out.
Yeah.
Adriano, if you didn't notice, mine was a original RMX VIP. So those are the old HT aluminum lowers. So they should fit. So yeah. Anyway, so 8:35, you guys. Should we
Let's
switch?
roast.
Yeah, do some roasting.
Oh, go to the videos real quick though.
Go to the videos. Where are they at?
in the
Oh,
Discord.
in the videos.
Yeah, in
Go
the video.
figure.
I posted one.
Oh,
Yo, where are those D-like videos at?
Oh, that's Judd. Oh man, you're right. We need those, Judd. We were liking it up the other day.
what is this, Jake?
That's a drone. Dude. That's one of Kenny's friends. Kenny had two of his like buddies come in, and they were flying little tiny drones around, crashed into stuff. It was hilarious.
Tiny whoop quarter piping.
So
We got the tiny whoop boys.
I grabbed it and started seshing it, dude. This is the tuning table that was brought in, and this is now our skate park table.
Dick. Keeping kids off the street.
Yeah.
Do I need to bring my tiny whoops in too? No,
Yes,
I
dude,
got
very
too
well.
much crap.
Uh-oh.
The
That's
viral.
kind of the scene down here, man. These guys be tiny whoop zipping and flipping. We got little things that they've brought in, and they'll bring in like LED lit little ring stuff, and
Yeah.
it's fairly like an older scene crowd. Like it's kind of weird. I try to do it. I can't do that to save my
Dude,
life.
yeah.
That is
I know.
so.
So he had an extra pair of goggles, so I could just watch while he was flying, and I was just like, nope, no,
Oh, yeah. Hey, give me off.
too fast,
Yeah.
way too fast.
So hold
Now
on.
we're kind of playing around with the idea of putting the sim stuff in and being able to hook it up to our cars. Have you guys seen that where
Yep.
they're watching it on the TV and driving the RC?
Yeah,
We got some techie dudes around here that I've put on that mission.
that would be so sick. We're gonna get a sim rig set up too at our shop, so
Yeah.
but that would be amazing.
Yeah,
So this is your guys' track. Oh, that's rad.
That's the racetrack.
Yeah.
that's a drift track.
Is that
Oh,
the driver's?
it's-
Is it to the driver stand closest to us then?
Yeah, yeah. So you're standing basically on the driver's stand right there.
Yeah, that's a cool crawler course. Holy crap!
Yes.
Yeah.
It's probably just as big as our drifter. To be fair.
Wow.
So yeah, you guys, the crawler guys are amazing. The community here,
Yeah.
those guys, we honestly high voltage didn't touch a single rock.
Yeah.
I moved one the other day because they said, "Hey, come move some rocks." I said, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like
the guys have taken care of that entire
Yeah.
much
Yeah,
and kept it nice too, which is amazing. So,
that's the cool thing. Like before I got into drifting, I was into rock crawling, or getting back into drifting. I was into like rock crawling, and I was on a team at Northwest Hobbies, the shop down south where Adam lives, or close to it. And we would do the same thing. Like the whole team would come in and build stuff and whatever. And so yeah, it's just I love it. That's cool. I miss crawling.
Okay.
And those guys, I always say they're kind of more relatable to the drift stuff because how we are rerotating and steering is same.
Yeah.
They can make their bodies and stuff look all cool, and it's not damaged.
Yeah, the fine throttle controls and steering input are like key on like comp crawlers for sure.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So
big
I
on
make
like class
my
one.
cars to those dudes, and they can understand it. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's no shark.
So we've got a shark. Garrett, this is you, right?
That's it, man.
Do you like that deck, or are you gonna swap it out to something else?
So here's the thing, like I just like some of the homies have been like, oh, we got all this, we got this, and I'm just like, let me just like see what it is like right here,
it's brand new to us. To
Like-
be fair.
Yeah,
like a week old maybe.
I've only driven a converted shark, like a YD2 converted to a shark, and it drove great. Like it drove amazing, but the shark chassis is new to us for sure.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we're still experimenting with it for sure, but it's been great just out of box. I mean, just buying it off the shelf type of deal and ripping it, putting electronics on it. That car is really good.
I've heard a lot of people say the same thing about that. It just like buying a full option one exactly as it sits and just putting it in electronics and driving it, and they drive really good.
It drives great.
I mean,
Yeah.
even though like I haven't seen a transmission that it's so easy to spin.
Yeah. That's super smooth.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's gonna work. I think we're gonna do a couple of things. One of the shop owners from Slideworks, he was up here today. He's been driving a shark for a while. He gave me some tips and tricks to do, like moving some stuff around to get rid of the bumps here. I'm like, oh well,
Yeah.
I haven't touched it yet, so interested to see what that does. Because all I said was I just don't like how my body is raked. Like it almost looks like switches. Like if I hit the gas, it comes up and comes down so much. So we're gonna just move this little screw.
There's still some fine tuning.
So we move this back.
Yeah.
So
So on those, the narrow shock tower, the upper arm link is threaded. Unlike the wide shock tower, the upper arm link in the rear is not threaded. So just a little tidbit. I don't know why they do that, but I noticed that that's a thing.
This looks like it's the shorter one.
That's the short. No, it is the narrow one. It looks like it.
Just know that you will never have that problem. It's
Oh, never
the
mind.
most aggravating thing ever.
Yeah, you already have the narrow. You're good. But I have the carbon one on my car now, and I really like that.
that's what one of the guys said.
Yeah.
And you can fit more bodies, supposedly, is what somebody was telling me too, with the carbon.
Well, the carbon is the same width. It's just carbon, not aluminum, so it's a little lighter. But the wide one is like it goes out to like the middle of your tires.
Maybe that's
really wide. It's really wide, very wide. So yeah, that one is very difficult to fit bodies.
Is that 64 pitch gearing that I see?
Yeah. So that kind of came about because, man, we had a swap meet last weekend, and I bought this Magic brand spur. It was lime green, and I want to try to do like a lime green accent with the purple. And you could tell the packaging was old as dirt, dude. Like it was all faded and stuff. And that was $3. I was like, it looks cool, but it was 64 pitch. It was like 114 tooth or something. So did the math and got to the gearing and all this. And dude, like maybe 30 minutes in, like Jeff's like, stop. And I'm like, what's going on? Like,
Dude's driving with headphones on. I'm like, hey, cut it out. It's like clunk.
It ate so many teeth off of it. It was old and shit. I'm like, man.
It was bad.
So now we're over here just on the Axon thing. It's 104 and 28. That's what's kind of landed on that. But yeah, the 64 pitch. Good call out. That guy's dialed.
Got hot guys.
Adam wrote 64, so he can see those.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I love Overdoses new hood pin adapter.
Yeah.
I don't got them for the rear yet because in Texas they only had one set of the fronts or one set. But I'm gonna have them on the back with the Overdose wing because I just love how those guys can rip their cars off of the track and just hold it by the wing,
Yeah. That's how I have my GOM set up too. I have them the OD latches front and rear, and then the wing obviously hard mounted. So I just rip it right off the car.
You got $5,000 in your hand, just like
Whatever.
So whose idea was it for the googly eyes?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's mine. That's fun, huh?
Oh, that's
And when
so
you hit boots, like they like be moving their eye like on the table, you go, yeah, it's fun.
That's perfect.
That's just a bone stock LTS.
Reminds me like the Scale Science did that on one of his cars.
Yeah.
It's kind of on the chopping block, low key, because I bought that chassis for like a fun chassis type gig, but now this LP just like does all of the fun that I wanted.
If not more than the LTS ever did.
Yeah.
Dude, it just laughs and rolls, bro.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Jeff, for a 64 pitch feel, does it feel like drag brake? No. It's just a tighter gearing. You have a little bit more options for like gear ratios, but
Fine tuning your FDR. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Some might argue do like a smoothness. Would you guys?
Yeah, you could debate smoothness to that too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
But
Is it a usable smoothness? I don't know if it would be, but
probably one of those kind of driver
mod.
yeah.
Got it. Try it. If you don't, then just keep on rocking 48 pitch. No big deal. I think it's quieter though. Like you could say that. Like
Yes.
The gear mesh.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, it's a lot tighter, so it's quieter for sure.
And we got the tiny 1/24 thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
bro.
that.
Those are so fun. If you guys
Yeah.
are using those or haven't or whatever, that's
Yeah.
dude.
It's just
It's crazy. It's crazy to see those little things on a 110.
I'll
door.
be on the door.
Oh
bro.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
chill, dude, I can't
Yep.
see your car. And he's like, rah, rah. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right.
Way faster.
I've done it too. Yeah, we have a few guys that have them, and I was driving one of them, and I was just like on them, dude. I'm like, but
Yeah.
it's also scary. Like when you're leading, your car just disappears. You can't even see it. You're like, okay, back off.
it's like get off of me, jeez.
If I hit a wall and you hit me, this thing is destroyed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is this thing again? It's a ST2 or 3?
No, that's actually an MD 2.0.
Okay.
Rear end with active toe, and then the Fantasy front end. So, which
What
is
chassis is it on?
the MD
Oh,
chassis. I had to drill holes in the chassis.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I got a stock plate just in case I wanted to go back to the factory.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really love that Fantasy front end. Shout out to Matt in Oklahoma. He put me on Fantasy parts basically, and I've been a believer ever since.
Yeah.
Again, coming from the 1-to-1 scale drifting, and you've always wanted your rack as far forward for your tire, as far forward as you can. I've always come from YD2 picturing of like, why can't I put my tie rods up front? Why can't I do this? Homie showed me the Fantasy front end. I was like, sold. Give me that. You know what I mean? Like, give me that. And so I've been running that ever since I've seen it, and I love it. I mean,
it's unique.
I swear by it. So
Yeah. Fantasies are crazy. Judd just got 2 of them in.
yeah, and I just got their dampers, the adjustable dampeners.
Oh,
Bro, amazing.
I want to get some of those, but I'm waiting for him until he releases like his own full blown version of them because he's making shock. I mean, his everything.
He'll make everything.
Yeah.
I already had so many shocks already, pretty much. You know what I mean? It's like I don't need another pair. I just want the dampeners type of deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and he makes them for YD2 big bores or the OD ones. So
Which is like TRF based. Yeah. Or in TRFs. So.
Yeah. But yeah, they are great. I mean, it's silly. You can push it down and it barely moves, and you click it one time and it jumps at that point.
Yeah. I ran Nerds before and I liked them, but I also didn't like them because the whole thing would like the collar would like self-adjust and come undone, and so like you'd have more preload on one spring than the other, and I was just like, I'm done with this, and I sold them. And then I saw those come out, and I was like, oh, I want to get those.
Those are really nice because they click. You know what I mean? Like, and you feel it click too. So I'm a believer. You know what I mean? I'll on that for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Same. Any adjustable damper like that is.
And it's really nice for us because we come from a P-tile track. When we go up to Slide Works, it's a quick touch adjustment and nothing else. You know what I mean? Maybe gyro. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Yeah. Small things you can switch back.
That's all.
Yeah. So Garrett.
Oh, that's cool.
my thing, man. I'm trying to never use stickers. My whole idea is, I'm chasing Rio's body. You know what I go to everything be paint, and I think that's kind of the wave of where those bodies are getting taken to the next step.
Yep.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. The color match. But you know what? It's one of those things. Like honestly, it's still a good set. It's still a good body. Just put some stickers on it, and it'll hide it. So
I don't think I had enough white backer, and then when I back everything in black or dark gray to finish bodies, and I just don't think I had enough white on the bumper.
No. There is no chassis under this.
Nope, she's naked.
There is no chassis under this.
It looks
got him roasted. This is fake.
There's a chassis under that. Don't worry about it. Play chassis.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cool.
Brave.
So cool.
Which body is this? Is this the Yokomo body, or is this the
Looks like that FNAF one.
Yeah.
We had three local guys that were all in those bodies, and it was really cool to watch all three chasers hit each other. It was pretty cool.
It's a boat.
Yeah, those things are so long. God,
they are. I know.
They look so good.
Real quick, Midnight Drifter DJ said, "Pop it in to roast my rig." So hopefully you hear that.
Hey,
that is sick,
dude. So Rio and the Team Overdose all signed that body. I painted that for my homie, and dude, it was so cool. I don't know what they were saying, but they were rubbing the back of it, and I would assume asking if it was sticker paint. That was like a moment for me. I was like, wow, man, that's really cool. Like,
I don't know whose video I just watched or where I watched it, but I saw this body getting signed. And I saw
it's in this and coming up here shortly. So
I saw it come out of the back. I love like teal and S15, so I'm like, I saw it come out of the back. I was like, oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, man, thank you. Yeah, that's one of those Walmart colors too.
Wow.
Teal. Yeah.
Rad.
Yeah. Shout out to Walmart.
Someone said keep that on the down low. So
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that you got that carbon fiber texture all
Yeah.
the way in the
Dude,
front
he does
splitter.
really well.
I'm
Like-
trying, man.
Like even on my hood of my
that is amazing. I definitely want some of that, dude.
Yeah,
That's
we're back.
so cool.
And I just learned a new tech from one of the Cali homies, man, and I'm excited to try it with some Tamiya bind tape, I guess.
Mm.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess the tech is you use smoke, and then you can put that bind tape over it. And I literally, when I was looking at his car, I was like, "How did you make this carbon?" He's like, "I made it." And I'm like, "So you like wove carbon?" And he's like, "No, it's paint." And I'm like, "Huh?" Like, like it tripped me out like that because it had that like little yellowing in it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it was sick. So I'm gonna try that one next. But all that right there is just Cricut pre-cut that you just gotta peel piece by piece. And
Yeah.
it's fun to back it in like a hologram.
Hmm.
So it's just not gray, you know, it's got a little bit of
Yeah.
a little
Little
soap
swap.
on it. But yeah, man, thank you guys. That one's one of my favorite.
Yeah, look at that and actually close up on my own phone.
Sick.
Okay, we're gonna hit roast my rig really quick. I gotta
Garrett.
find them. Oh, of course we got Josh.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Oh, of course we got that.
So sick.
Yeah, see that? Yeah. Shout out, Josh.
How do
That
you
is-
roast that? I
Yeah,
mean,
hold on. The wheels are generic.
But are they? They're the DS Racing feathers, or
Got like
Whatever.
7 of them on the shelf right now in Wichita. But I love them. They're cool. We call those the Lambo wheels.
Here
I
we go.
use those on my D-like outdoor because they're like crazy hard. You cannot break those friggin' things.
Yeah,
Here-
it looks like a Lambo.
Here's a close up of the 80 Team 80 knuckles. So the cool thing is that you can
Oh,
actually set
cool.
them up as a solid arm, like no movement, no pitch movement, or as active toe.
That's rad.
yeah, that's
These
cool.
are good photos.
I'm kind of
cool.
curious though, because it's like, I'm sure there has to be a bearing that's that small that they didn't have to use a thrust bearing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we clear it up? Is AD Shark's sister company?
I don't think so.
Okay,
You
First-
would think because
first
I
time.
mean,
that one.
yeah, yeah.
Well, but like, it's like everything banks off of a YD2 platform, right? Like that kind of vein.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he doesn't even have the lower pin in. This is not a complete install, clearly.
Just floating there.
It's just chilling.
On the other picture it's in.
Okay.
How do you get it to chill like that? Hold on.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's good fitment. So
Glue.
so his is not set up for active toe. Totally okay.
How much are those, Adam?
$70, something around there.
Dude, that's crazy. That's a good deal for like active toe on any car you want.
Yeah.
Right.
Mine-
Swap it out. I'm a big active toe guy, so
same.
I need to pick that up
Put the link in.
for this car right here.
The plastic front piece.
Mm.
You can update that, right?
They don't sell the aluminum by itself.
You can update that, right?
So no, I can't. But I just bought a GRK5, so I'll be getting that hopefully in the next week.
What's your comp chassis gonna be this year?
That one that was just on the screen.
Okay.
The D1.
Okay.
I love it. That thing is absolutely dialed.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I've literally had 3 different people drive it, and they're like, "Okay, how do I buy this?" And they literally went and bought everything to build my exact car.
Okay.
Send me. We're gonna link up because I need some tips and tricks. And
Hell yeah,
It's a cool little 8.6.
yeah, that's cool.
that is very cool. That better be on a freaking LP.
I was
Please.
nope.
If it's not,
It's not.
oh, it better be going on an LP then, because it roasted otherwise.
I was
Heck,
I was hoping that those were going to be pop-up headlights, like on a
Hector,
servo.
you know I gotta run those green. dress up kit, dude. I bought another kit. Too. Also, Mile High. Yeah, it's the GS2 Evo 2 based.
Oh look, Jake, just doing what you do. Run with the magnets.
Mag tape them, you know.
It ruins my pictures every time. Stop doing it.
Stop taking pictures.
Stop.
Of it.
That's how you do it,
You see it,
though.
like, nope.
Quick.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sometimes I'm just lazy.
Why does that have a hood exit on that Corolla nonetheless? It should be NA.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, radiator on mine.
Come on.
Oh yeah, it's turbo, dude.
Yeah, you need to NA that sucker.
Yeah.
I got me a up front.
Still pretty cool though.
Oh wait. Are these the actual team guys? Like
That's
on the
right.
hood?
What?
Look at that.
I'm looking.
Oh my God.
It is.
Oh.
It is. That is so sick. Okay,
That
you
is
guys.
cool.
There's absolutely nothing to roast about it because I am 100% all about like the burst style, like colors and it just overall car setup. Raked in the front,
Bro,
and low in the back.
I love it. I love it for one scale, but like to be fair, like burst colors and RC cars are overplayed right now.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Right.
It's the easiest one to replicate, but like I'm still all about it. A couple of them are all flipping the camera. It is so good.
It looks
It's
good.
So good.
I like it.
So good, dude. If you guys ever sell these bodies, please tell me. I will buy one.
Oh look, BVD Lions RC. We've got a FA chassis in the wild.
Oh no. That dude, that's cool. Oh dude, the website's back up.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he put the website back up, 10% off for the next week.
I wonder how much stock he has.
I like when they do the bash bar and intercooler like integrated to the chassis. Jeff does that on his.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
I'm a goof and put stupid intercoolers on each car, which I should just put it on. Wouldn't have to have my friends 3D print me intercoolers.
I also like when they put the exhaust on the chassis too, and like use a spring off of the shock tower, so it's like bounces.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
People are creative, man.
Oh, I know. I want to do it so bad on my D-like, but I'm like,
My guy.
I just want to drive it.
Come on.
Yeah.
My guy.
Clean wiring, dude. You can't even tell what's going on.
Jeez.
Holy cow.
Hey, but I'll shout out his AccuVance plugs. We got those coming in. That's what mine's missing right now. I thought that's what you guys were going to roast me on.
Oh,
I hate these one-up plugs.
wait, do you have the new one up plugs or the old
No,
one up plugs?
On the way. No, I got the old ones still.
So the AccuVance ones are pretty cool, but make sure you got to put the little aluminum collar on the wire and then solder the plug to it, because then they slide back over the plug. They stay on the wire the whole time. They don't like every other one. They solder the bullet onto the wire and then you put it on. Not AccuVance.
Okay.
It's like
Adriano, what is the sensor wire doing? It's
Chilling, dude. It's wrapping up everything, dude.
trying to get shorter is what it's trying to do.
It's holding down the fort right now.
Yeah, dude.
Sensor wire question.
Keeping it all together.
I tried to put a short one on this AccuVance recently, like the little one, to make it all like tucked in and be all clean. And it wouldn't, like I had flashing lights on the ESC, and then I just put the regular long dick one back on and it worked. Have you guys ever heard of that?
Well,
Brand new out of the package. You, like, opened it up, put it in.
there's something not connecting then, because AccuVance will have a hissy fit if it's not connected.
Yeah. I would try it again, try and rotate it, make sure it's plugged all the way in. There's been times where like I thought it clicked in very far and it was like half was out. So yeah.
Okay.
Marcus.
Zip tie it behind all this and make it look whatever. You know?
Yeah, do what that guy did, dude.
Oh yeah, he had it locked in.
Clean.
Yeah, that was a good move.
Okay, Marcus, your headlights. I don't know what's happening with your headlights.
Yeah, those are massive.
They're like out of body. It's an out of body experience.
Yeah. It's like they're going googly eye on you.
But he makes up for it with a pretty sick dash.
Yeah. Is this on an FXX? What is this? What chassis is this on?
He zoomed in on the light.
I mean, that's MST style.
Yeah.
And
I don't
it's
think
the
it's FXX.
SSG.
There's
Tray.
There's definitely, it's not an FXX because there's no gears or drive lines running to the
There's
back.
no drive line.
Oh, look.
Answer us, Marcus.
It's Judd's Fantasy.
Oh, it's RMX.
Mhm.
That's one of two.
Yeah, it's the new.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah, I had the.
I was surprised those things aren't that expensive.
No.
I thought
Are they?
were,
They're still. What are they still like sub 600 somewhere around there?
I think 700 like on the dot.
Yeah, they were. I just talked about the chassis. If he starts to make them again, they're gonna be 700.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope he'd increase the price, right?
Yeah,
Because like
they were 650 for a while, and then he just recently. I was trying to get another front end off of him actually, and I was like, "Hey, how much for a chassis?" And he was like, "I don't have any in stock, but they'll be 700 around that price." So,
Well,
for me, that looks like a solid like $800-900.
oh, at least yeah, it's a. I mean, every bit of $1,400 shelf chassis. You know, what I mean?
They're crazy and they drive so good.
They drive amazing. I mean,
Ow, I hate it,
yeah,
I wish. Yeah.
you hate it.
but a lot to ship. Okay, well, yeah, shipping is crazy right now anywhere. So
So his shipping is overnight, dude. It does
yeah,
not
Jed's was like 2-day shipping or something like
Dude,
that.
it's faster than that. I sent the dude a payment on PayPal on a Tuesday, and I got the front end on Wednesday night. And I'm like, "Did you overnight this?" And he's like, "Yeah, paid for quality product to get quality shipping." I'm like, "Thanks." You know?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell
Dude,
yeah,
it's great. He's such a cool dude when it comes to RC stuff. So
that's rad.
I can't get over his Facebook picture. It's like the cat running, right?
yeah,
The fat cat.
Oh yeah.
Which
is.
okay, I've been getting more and more Facebook like friend requests from a lot of weird people lately.
good.
Well, like if I see like any sort of like mutual followers and stuff like that, then sure, whatever, right? But yeah, some of them are random, super random. Fat cat jumping. Okay, you guys, we've kind of made it. We've randomly spoke about like newcomers and stuff like that. I guess not in the way that I would have hoped for, but we got there. We got around. DJ, do a kickflip.
We all love our new driver
Yeah.
because
Do a closing flip.
we're doing it.
Turbo the fat cat. Post a pic, dude. Post a pic.
Oh my god, I'm too
Roast
close.
the cat.
Post the pic.
The name of the cat is Turbo.
Yeah, that's what he says.
Oh, well, that's cool.
We will roast anything on this channel, dude. We post it.
Yeah, except we didn't have too much to roast. Like we already went through them.
Animals are strictly off limits. So I always say we're gonna roast them, but we don't. They're always the goodest.
I guess being away for 1 week kind of messes with stuff.
Yeah, right.
It honestly messed up my whole week.
What time is it over there for you guys?
I listen to you guys. I'm like, dude, all right, what am I gonna do this week, man?
What do I do on Thursdays, dude?
Yeah. It's Friday when I go to work, I'm like, I have nothing to listen to. What now?
Yeah, right.
And it's gonna be the same way this week. I'm gonna be like, dude, I've already listened to everything.
Yeah, I was there, dude.
So
It's 11:04, boys.
that's not too bad.
Kansas.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So the invitation is always there. If you are interested in being on the show, like Jeffrey just hit me up randomly, right? If you're interested on being on the show, and you're able to talk and have a conversation, right? That's all that's required.
Get a friend who talks.
Yeah,
I can do it.
pretty low pressure. We're just a bunch of nerds talking about stupid little cars,
Exactly.
roasting people. We
So-
don't know.
If you want to be on the show, if you're interested, if you think you have an opinion, that's cool.
Did you post that in the Facebook thing earlier?
I might have.
Somebody.
You know, boys, I've come to the conclusion in life.
Oh,
I like to paint my cars pink and purple now because I'm just tired of dude compliments, you know?
yeah,
Let's
right.
get some ladies saying that's cute and that's cool, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
On the Worldwide Drift RC, somebody made a post of let's see those transmitter dongles.
Oh,
Yeah, there's quite a bit, dude. Quite a bit.
dude,
Hey,
nothing.
my foxtail is coming next.
Oh, you
man.
have a Rio
Oh,
foxtail.
God, dude.
Coming,
Oh
boys.
boy!
Holy crap, dude! Like freaking Alfredo.
If
Oh
you
my
know, you
God.
know.
Yeah, you gotta
Looks,
tuck it under your arm too.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
it's like
Hey, so what about this, real quick?
that was
What
RJ.
if it changes where your arm is like this to being straight? Because if you look, it's kind of puffed out, so you wouldn't have a crank in your arm.
Yeah.
I'm like, that fool could be doing it for tech.
Okay, here's a good one. When you guys drive, where do you hold your radio?
oh,
I like to sit, and it's kind of like on my leg almost.
Yeah, okay, just kind of.
Or if I stand, I like to have a longer lanyard, so I have like
Yeah. So I always got the lanyard on. I feel like I'm almost pulling on my neck a little bit. That's how I know it's there. I don't know.
I don't have a lanyard, but I stand and I'll just hold it like down here.
Yeah.
I just very relaxed and just let it hang.
I kind of just sit back in the chair and just
Yeah.
like
That's just it all day long.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, how do you sit down
cross
and
my
drive?
legs.
I love sitting down and driving. That's when it's like you're just chilling, just having fun, whatever. You
It's
can't
like your
put both on the wall.
legs over, there's less
Yeah.
like you're just not standing.
I can't do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, yeah. My legs start to hurt after standing all day, working all day and going to the track on Friday night till midnight, 1 a.m. I'm just like, I'm beat. No. But sitting down is cool too because you get to see the cars, like suspension work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see
It's kind of like
everything.
more scale, realistic look.
Yeah.
oh,
Facts.
totally forgot. Apparently, Drift PDX is having a new like a beginners competition this weekend.
Oh crap,
that-
that's my bad. That's my bad.
That's really cool.
I should have told you that at the beginning of the show.
Well, no, I saw the post. I didn't write it down on my calendar.
Yeah, we're just doing it's basically for like newer guys getting into the hobby to figure out just kind of how comps run, get them up to speed, and also for the judges too before we get ready to do STC. So we have new judges.
Cool.
Yeah, we got to figure a lot of things out.
That's a good idea,
How
guys.
are you guys doing that? Like just like anybody who signs up type of deal, or because we're fighting that battle. I would say with our community is like we have really good drivers, we have okay drivers. So like when it comes to FD, you kind of know who's going to be in the top 8. You kind of know. Who's gonna be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like those middle guys, we're trying to find something for them. You know what I mean?
So that's what this is like. Basically, all the good guys, you're not comping. You're like you can go drive downstairs, you can whatever. Like, yeah, no, it's not for you. We're doing this for newer guys only.
So you guys pick basically who gets to drive.
Yeah. We're trying to really because I feel so bad, dude. Like I'm obviously one of the higher end drivers at my track, and it's like people show up to a comp.
Humble brag.
I mean, I'm looking outside in. I'm like, I don't want people to show up and see me on their like on the registration ready to rip, and they're just like, well, crap.
Why don't we do this? Yeah.
I'm just like, because I've been there, and I'm just like, I don't like that. I hate that.
Yeah.
And that's why this is to like hopefully help them kind of get better, get an introduction to drift area comp. Some guys are new, but they're like driving good, but they haven't done a comp yet because they started after SDC, and so yeah.
Cool. We started doing like pop-up events, like King of the Hill status. You know what I mean? Like, when days on, and that way it just kind of gets everyone. Parking challenges, games.
Yeah. Those are a lot of fun too to do in Matsuris. Yeah. On just last Saturday, we did one that we just used a Fortec and a box stock RMX and just did random draw, just throw everyone's name in there. I think we had like 13 people. We drew the names for battles, and then when you won, your name went back in the hat. We just random draw again. And then when we did figure out the battles, people would have to rock, paper, scissors, and whoever won got to draw the car. So you could draw an RMX or you could draw a Fortec. You don't know. Yeah. So we did that. And then I battled one guy, and I was like, here, let's just trade radios. Like this means nothing to me. I'm just having fun. I want to drive that car, And then so we started doing that for the rest of the whole comp too.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. But
it's like that's the stock of a stock class that you guys have
yeah,
ever
and
had.
so after that, on Sunday I bought an RDX for like $150, like just a roller. And so I'm gonna put like really cheap electronics into that, so we're gonna build 2, so we'll have a spec RDX like drift comp.
That'd be cool.
Just for fun. Yeah.
That's a good idea. We might we have the DC-10, so that'd be cool to put 2 DC-10s together. Cheap Hollywood setups.
Exactly. Yeah. Just make 2 identical cars. There you go. Everyone just uses these. just do random name draws. There's no qualifying. There's no nothing. Just have fun.
Yeah.
And it was literally like, so the owner of PDX Underground, Kevin, he would always do that for like Tandem Tuesdays. The winner would get basically whatever's in his pocket or something like that. And so we did that same thing. And Judd had like $2 in his pocket. So I ended up, it came down to me and Judd. I beat him with his own car. And so he gave me $2 and a Coke and a bag of chips, you know? So it's like, it's for nothing. It really.
Yeah, that's what we tell people at the pop-up events. I'm like, dude, just try to have fun. You're driving for bragging rights, you know, for a month. You know,
didn't we give like wheels away?
Yeah, we give items, you know, like small,
yeah.
I think we,
tires.
I think we gave like some tires away, some wheels, little like
a seat.
Yeah. You're just winning like novelty things that are just kind of meaningless. You're like, whatever, you know, but it's still cool. Like, oh yeah, I won this at a comp, you know. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, well, let's try that at our next comp.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time.
Good.
It seemed like everyone had enjoyed it. So yeah.
Yeah.
One of the Texas boys again told me something that they did. They did a list call out, kind of like Street Outlaws.
Yep.
That was kind of a cool idea.
We started doing that too at our old track at Underground, and we have the list now. The problem is it's hard because like we did it on a Friday, or I don't remember what day, and so it's like we wanted to do it again, but then it's like not everyone's there. So how do you know? We got to figure out. Okay, you can only drop 2 spots, and then it just slows everything down. So it's like it gets messy quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard.
That's what I feared. Like we talked about it kind of, and I just feared that issue is
There's so many rules.
Yeah, and everyone here on a Friday night or Saturday night, and it's like,
yeah.
Well, I got soccer practice. It's like, well,
yeah. Well, you're bumped.
Soccer.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So.
All right, you guys. Do a kickflip, DJ.
One more kickflip. One more kickflip.
For the boys.
No. Killing it.
All right, you guys.
Johnny Hawk.
It is that time.
Oh, my mic was off.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming and hanging out, you guys. It's been good meeting you. It's always good to place a name to a face. DJ, Jake, thanks for being on. Jake was a last minute type of invite, so yeah,
Cool.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah.
I definitely want to come out and check out your track at some point too.
Yeah, that was what, if you're anytime in the Kansas area, check us out in Wichita, or if you're up in Kansas City, go check out the homies at Slideworks. If you go down to Texas for dark events, go a little north. There's a Triple Crown up in Oklahoma, and then just keep going north, and you'll run right into Wichita.
So how far between all 4 of those tracks? Like
dark
Texas
is about 5 hours from us. South.
Okay.
So we're about 5 hours from dark. Triple Crown is about 2.5, 3-ish from us south. And then Slideworks is about 2.5, 3-ish north.
Okay.
And Lateral Grip, I think, is another like
Missouri.
4 or 5 hours northeast.
So in total, like the farthest track is like probably a 7-8 hour drive, it sounds like.
Yeah, so
yeah, that was a deep part of Texas at this, or however the hobby shop.
The hobby shop, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 8 hours. That was the furthest one.
Oh yeah.
Nebraska tracks 4 hours. The Nebraska guys drive down here quite a bit.
Honestly, we have probably 4 or 5 tracks that are within 6 hours for sure.
Okay. Cool. So it'd be worth coming out, flying in, and then driving.
100%. I would say, honestly, what I would say is fly into either Wichita or Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And then just spread out and go north or south, and you'll find every bit of 2 or 3 tracks. So
Sick.
We can have Cole pick us up, Jake.
Bring the crawlers.
Yeah.
On-road cars, crawlers, whatever.
Yeah.
Triple Crown also has crawling, and everything there too. So.
And if you were to come down, brother, I could almost guarantee you I could get some money together for you to come down and just drive one of our customers' cars a lap and say, hey, try this and this. If you just dial, like, and you know what I mean? Like, as simple and dumb as that sounds, I would be able to pay you for your time and energy to come and do that.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, man. You might make a little trip and make a little money on some.
Or whenever you're down, just hit us up. You know what I mean?
You got free lodging. I mean,
hit us up. Especially if you guys are ever in Wichita and come to an SDC event or just a pop-up event, let us know. We got houses that have extra rooms and beds and stuff like that too. So
Sick.
we'll
Oh,
make
yeah.
Sweet.
accommodations.
we always
Yeah.
do.
Awesome. Yeah, I definitely want to try and just do a little more traveling over the next year. So yeah.
That's what's cool, man. I like the traveling part of it.
That's
Yeah. Yes.
that's our goal for this year too, especially
Yeah.
with and everything coming up. Is we want to travel, get the word out, and
Yep.
and really spread the word of RC drifting and how big it's going to be. So
Yeah. Yep. Same. Yep. Exactly.
And you guys doing this definitely spread it too. So
Yeah, we try.
good job.
and I just want to talk about this real quick. The big of spreading of everything. I would love to do like a final bout style where we
Yeah.
start just hitting tracks. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're gonna have an event here. I don't care who
Yes.
shows up, type of deal. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Hey, we're gonna have an all style, final bout here. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
care who shows up.
It- Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. That would be a lot of fun to do. Definitely RC like final bout drift style.
I'd be curious to who to talk to though, or like how to get that started. Because I would push that very hard.
I would start it at your track and then just kind of grow from there. Hopefully, talk to the next track owner that's relatively close. Like, hey, you guys want to host the next one, and then it's kind of it'll slowly grow from there.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, sounds exciting though.
So now I'm actually going to shut it down.
Yeah.
You guys hang out for just a little bit afterwards. We'll kind of do a roundup. But you guys, thanks for hanging out with us. That's the chat included. So
Yeah.
we'll be here next week. I don't know who we're going to have on next week. So yeah, hit me up or DJ or Logan. Yeah, talk to any one of us and we'll be more than happy to reach out and set something up. All right, you guys, I'm ending it. Have a good weekend. We'll see you next week.
Night,
Yeah,
guys.
guys. Later.
Ooh.